We knew that they were a team that was in shot lanes a lot, and that low plays weren't going to be there. We wanted a lot more shots from up top. That didn't transpire. We deflected a couple, but unfortunately deflections didn't go in. We needed more because I thought those were our best opportunities besides the Bucci opportunity there at the end.
Let's get nasty on a Tuesday. It's a Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, Jamie Rivers, Anthony Stalter, 203. Your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler. That was Jim Montgomery, who will join us at 5 o'clock today to talk about the Blues, who lose last night 4-1 to the Anaheim Ducks. And what Monty was talking about specifically was the power play last night. They had 6 opportunities. They scored on, let me see, and none of them.
0.0.
6 opportunities on the power play, 0 goals on said power play. Jamie, Carey, Marshy, it would seem to me that if the Blues could just capitalize on their power play opportunities, their record might be flipped right now, at the very least.
Well, if they could score goals, period.
Well, that's nice, too. Yeah.
They haven't scored goals at all in the quantity that they need to. Like, even in the games that they've won, for the most part, the Ottawa game, they put up 4. But before that, even the games they're winning are 2 goals. 1 goal against Utah.
Right.
It's not like 3, 4, 5. When's the last time we saw a Blues team score 5 or 6?
It's been a while.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
And they need to put goals on the board. Yes, the power play is frustrating right now, to say the least. I see a lot of things that could be changed, and certainly just thought process. The Blues again are starting to allow themselves to get pushed away from the net. I don't mean physically. It's not like, somebody's grabbing them and pushing them out. But the way teams are defending, the Blues are looking for the easiest path, which is farther away from the pack. So we start passing the puck far away. The boards, top of the blue line to the boards behind the net. Well, there's no threat inside the dots. So other teams okay, go ahead, pass it around. And then when the puck goes inside that area, they have one crack at it because that's all they have is one option. And then teams are converging on that player, and it's done.
I asked you this last week when you were on the road, but I feel like that's the same thing for their offense. It's one option. They enter their zone. They got the puck carrier has one option typically, and sometimes it's just himself. There was a play last night, and maybe maybe I'm thinking of a breakaway opportunity or something. Where it was just one player had to fire it on net, and he did. Goalie saw the whole thing. Yeah. No issues there.
The line changed too. I don't know.
It could have been. Yeah. But it just reminded me of this offense. To your point, Jamie, it's sluggish, and they're. You enter the zone, you don't have one or two options. Pass, send it back, shoot, pass up. Get in between, fire a shot on net, have it maybe go off somebody's skate, head, stick, something.
That's the thing right there.
There's no options.
So here's the thing. I agree with you. But let's get away from all the options as far as 1, 2, 3, 4, all the playbook, right? Get the Bobby Boucher playbook. Yeah. Throw it away.
Well, it wasn't his playbook. It was his coach's playbook. It was the Fonz's playbook.
And they stole it, and he was no good anymore.
They actually needed that thing.
A couple things. One, you can't say it was the Fonz's playbook because the Fonz would never have taken that crap
you're right.
from anybody else.
You're right. That was Henry Winkler's playbook.
That's right.
Good call.
Way different. But the playbook the Blues need to be using is simple. Gain the zone. Let's go back to old school. Gain the zone. Usually you take middle lane with the puck, kick it wide. Middle lane guy, drive straight to the net, plow over everybody. Third guy, come back into the middle, follow right in behind where that other guy went, shoot the puck on net. Watch what happens.
But even that, those are options right there that you're saying. Fire it on net, puck bounces off. There's somebody there for
singular. Sure. As far as the mission here.
I'll take it.
Yeah. Their zone entries are terrible.
I have the problem I have is. I've said, and I said this a couple of weeks ago, we continue to talk about net front presence, shooting shots, shooting pucks on net. Carlson scored because he was right in front of the net, boom, tip, and it goes in. Why is it that why not just watch what other teams do? If another team is able to park in front of your net and score a goal,
hang on.
One thing you should do what the other teams.
Why would you follow what the Ducks are doing right now?
I'm just saying it seemed to work last night.
Maybe because they're in first place?
And it seemed to work.
Okay.
Park in front of the net. Clearly, nobody's going to move you. I mean, you don't move anybody, so it just seems like that's not right. No,
don't really like the way you worded that, but
you don't move people.
You're not wrong.
So they're probably not going to move you. It doesn't seem like how the NHL works. You don't move people. They won't move you. Park in front of the net.
I don't think that's how it works.
Well, it works for you.
Yeah.
It's what you're doing.
It's part of the problem right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that's bad.
It's not great.
That would also require shooting the puck more to actually try and deflect the puck in the back of the net.
Well, you're speaking of foreign
But you know
language.
what? It's okay. I understand the power play didn't do so well last night. The Ducks have a really good penalty kill. They're 27th ranked in the NHL.
Not today.
Yikes.
No, not today. 27 after killing
Six
off last night.
6 is the number.
It's just
Here's
bad.
what I don't like about the power play right now. I told you guys a little bit in the office is the power play was humming pretty good. You were top 10 in the NHL. Marsh, you just had the numbers pulled up, right?
Yeah.
Where are the Blues right now? Power play in the league.
So when I looked last night, I believe they were 14.
Okay.
So they were in the top 15. Right now, they have dropped down to 18. They were at over a 20% clip on the power play. They have now dipped to 19.2.
They were number 9 not too long ago.
Yeah,
Top 10.
they were in the top 10, which was shocking to me.
I brought up a situation to Jim Montgomery about the power play, and he looked me in the eye and he says, well, pretty tough to change. We're 9th in the league right now. Fair enough, right? And I agree. If you're top 10, you're doing pretty good. The power play has become predictable again. Players are skating into coverage. Players are skating into other players' areas where one guy can now cover 2. Players are not establishing net front presence. Players are choosing passes and plays that are highly unlikely to actually succeed. Like at the end of the game last night, and I'm not picking on Robert Thomas because he is an elite playmaker. He tries to go back to the slot again to Buchnevich for the 3rd time in a row. Meanwhile, the 2 defensemen, go back and watch the play, are wide open. All you have to do is bump it back, and then somebody could have stepped in and hammered a slap shot on net. But we go back to that little pass because it's I want to make the YouTube play. Whew, look at that pass. Knocked down, McTavish goes down, scores.
Yeah.
Game over. That play is happening far too often on the power play, and it's happening too quickly in the power play. Good power plays, they snap the biscuit. That's a puck. Okay, not an actual biscuit. We just call it the biscuit. Snap the biscuit around for 25, 30 seconds, get the team to move around, kind of figure out what their paths are, because each player has a different route. Not that they're not robots. You watch a certain player as a tell. He'll go out, he'll stop one way and come back. If you watch him, he stops the wrong way and comes back. Okay, now when I move the puck over there, he stops the wrong way. He's facing the wrong direction. He sticks in the wrong spot. We're going back to that guy, and we're going to isolate him and put a puck behind him. We're going to get a scoring chance. Too much time. We're going one pass, looking for a little slot play, a little net front, knock down the ice.
Well,
I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
Your version of that, it sounds great, but that would also require tape-to-tape passes, and we've seen too many times.
Let's not get carried away.
I am, because we've seen too many times where there's been a setup where you want to get Dvorsky a shot, but maybe it's in his skates. It's little things like that is why they're not connecting on the power play. It's just one of the many things that Jamie brought up. But another thing that bothered me, after you pulled Jordan Binnington, maybe to create a spark for the team, they really, I didn't feel like they really grabbed the game last night until the final 5 minutes when they tried to decide.
The game?
Joel Hofer did.
Hofer.
He kept them in that game.
He's the only reason.
His ass off.
He did. He was phenomenal. And we might as well get into it right now. So Jordan Binnington
That's
was
101 ESPN.
No.
We're not going to break?
No, we're not going to break.
A few minutes.
No, we got a few minutes. Is right.
All of a sudden, huh? Okay, just wait. We got a segment for you.
I don't have time for that.
It won't be a 5 and dive either, fella.
Yeah, it will.
So Jordan Binnington, if you tuned in a little later last night, you may have thought to yourself, did Binnington get hurt? It's only a 2-1 game. Why is Joel Hofer in? I thought Binnington was starting. No, he did. Binnington allowed 2 goals on 5 shots in the first 10 minutes and 24 seconds. Jim Montgomery, and you saw it on the TV feed, did not love that second goal where Binnington got his angle was way off. He kind of got caught a little bit.
He got caught sliding a little bit there. He got out of his element.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
So Jim Montgomery pulled Binnington after the second goal. Binnington, visibly frustrated, glared at Monty, animated reaction, exchange of words behind his mask. Instead of sitting on the bench, which is his norm, Binnington went to the locker room for the rest of the period.
Can I jump in before?
Yeah.
I know there's more. We got Monty audio.
Mm-hmm.
A lot is being made of Jordan Binnington not on the bench for that happens a lot. When a goalie gets pulled,
Needs a second.
They need a minute, compose themselves. They're available. Mm-hmm. It's not like he went and took all his gear off and left and went home. He went into the locker room. He's getting a breather.
He doesn't play for Winnipeg.
Yeah, no kidding. Remember that? That was weird. That was really weird. But he's in the locker room. He's available. And sometimes when you go to the locker room, there's a little room right down there. Just sit, compose yourself, and then you come back. And he did. Yeah. It's not a big thing. It's no different than if a quarterback gets pulled mid-game and he goes and sits over on the bench all by himself or like whatever. Like he wants to be isolated. Don't bother me. Yeah. I'm not happy with myself. I'm not happy with the situation.
I don't want to talk to anybody.
I need to refocus my brain. And Binnington is a huge advocate for that. Like to reset yourself and all that stuff. So I make nothing of that.
Here's Jim Montgomery on Binner's reaction to getting pulled.
In the big moments all the time. I love him. You know, he walked off the ice. He said, I love you. I said, I love you too. And we're both competitors by nature. And at the end of the period, he waited for me. We apologized. We moved on. It's over and done with.
They said something, I don't know if it was love. But, Anthony, I talked about this in the office with you, and sometimes when Anthony's here, I just vent, guys, just so you know that. And I was venting. I'm like, how do some people just not get it? But then I go, you know what? Let me take that back, because not everybody has been in a situation on a high-level athletic team that is super intense, where you have lots of people watching in the building, people watching on TV, and when you feel like your person you're in question as being not good or made a mistake or singled out, you tend to want to fire back sometimes. A competitive nature is, one, you're so pissed off at yourself because you know you could have done better, and two, don't put me on blast like that. How about I put you on blast? That's the nature of the beast, Carey. I know you've lived it.
It's competitive.
It's competitive. Yeah. You can MF each other and then go back to the locker room like Jim Montgomery said. You sit there, you wait, you fist bump. All right, we're good. We're good. Boom.
I've been in situations, both as a player, as a coach, where I've cussed coaches out. I've cussed my head coach out when I was a coach, and the team thought we were about to fight. And 2 series later, we're like, all right, so what we need to do? Like, it's just the fire, it's the competitiveness. Hell, when
I was the ultimate forgive and forget.
It's you want to win, you want to be a part of the win, you want to help the team. I told you all, when I was 13, we were playing an AAU tournament in Memphis, Tennessee. I sat on the bench the entire game in basketball. The entire game. After the game, we lost. After the game, I kicked the locker room door open. My coach said, there is no I in team. I said, but it's a me, though. And me sat on the bench the whole damn game, and we lost. So, yeah. And we talked, and I was 13. Like, it's part of being a competitor, and you want to win. That's all it is. It's nothing egregious. It's not like those two are going to end up fighting in the back. Now, those things happen from time to time, but those are different situations.
That's old. That doesn't happen anymore.
No, I don't know.
It doesn't happen anymore.
Coaches and players?
Fist fighting in the locker room?
Coaches and coaches?
Maybe that happens. Now, that's a possibility. But, like to Carey's point, you move on.
Yes.
And so, like, last night, Jordan Binnington out there for the second period, no problem. Sitting on the bench. Jim Montgomery goes about his business. Jim Montgomery makes sure to say in his presser how much he loves Jordan Binnington, his competitive fire, all that stuff, because that's what makes him great. The same thing that Jim Montgomery might be mad at for being kind of told F you or whatever, that's what makes Jordan Binnington.
Right.
Because he says F you to everybody around the league at least 2 or 3 times a year, because at least 2 or 3 times a year, he's being questioned, doubted, picked on. And that's his Michael Jordan mechanism. I'm not calling him that. His Michael Jordan mechanism has that he's always been disrespected as a goalie. It took him forever to get to the NHL. Gets there, wins a Stanley Cup. Wins a Stanley Cup, not good enough. got to do it for 2 or 3 years. He's not consistent. He'll never make the Canadian Olympic team. He did. He made the Four Nations team. Won. Big overtime win over USA. You don't care. You're there. And now, he's got a chip on his shoulder. I don't hate it.
And he doesn't have an opportunity, after giving up the 2 goals, he doesn't have an opportunity to rectify the situation anyway.
Nor can he go score goals.
Nor can he go score goals. He wants to be in that situation.
He's allowed, but
yeah, he wants to have an opportunity, his chance, to shut them out the rest of the way.
Yeah.
And instead, he gets pulled. And look, Monty didn't like what he saw. That was it.
I didn't have a problem with either side.
No.
artificial intelligence goes, well, he didn't take a slap shot at him, at least.
I mean, that's
Someone
true.
else.
See, it happens, Carey. It
Other
happens.
players may have.
And that's when I went and ruined a franchise.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. You were in Detroit, weren't you?
Traded to Phoenix.
They should have traded you to Phoenix.
They should have got rid of somebody. It wasn't me.
All right.
All that's coming to light now.
Don't forget, we do have Jim Montgomery coming up at 5 o'clock. So we'll talk to the head coach of your Blues about the Jordan Binnington situation as well. Could Willson Contreras actually be dealt this offseason? If you read Katie Woo's article for The Athletic, there's a full breakdown of what we could see in the winter meetings. And there's one thing that really stood out that after reading the article I thought was clear. I'll get to it next on 101 ESPN.
The unofficial beer of St. Louis hockey is officially here, and it's brought to you by Urban Chestnut. Zwickle Light is now available all over the place, even at dirt cheap locations. So make sure you stop by there and pick up some Zwickle Light. You're going to love it. Got a little holiday party coming up, and talk to my friends over at Urban Chestnut. Going to make sure we got a good amount of Zwickle Light over there at the Rivers House, because when it's ice cold, once it hits your lips, Anthony, it is fantastic. And they've got it in cans as well as bottles now. It's locally brewed by St. Louisans, and that's why I love it, because St. Louis knows their beer. So to have a beer that's brewed by St. Louisans is the best, and it tastes so good. And it's got low calories, too. Only 95 calories, 3.7 carbs. And it's an everyday beer or a holiday beer or a party beer, whatever it is you're celebrating. Zwickle Light should be your first choice. I absolutely love it, and you're going to love it too. So please check everything out at urbanchestnut.com. Again, that's urbanchestnut.com. Keep it light, keep it local.
Katie Wu, our insider with The Athletic. She does a great job covering the Cardinals. She put together an article for The Athletic about the Cardinals' offseason, how it could look. And one of the things that she highlighted was trading Willson Contreras. I'll read this.
He's got no trade clause. Wants to be here, Anthony.
So, Jamie, I'm glad you set it up that way. As Katie Wu writes, they also have another name to consider shopping. Despite saying at the end of the season that he'd prefer to stay with the Cardinals, Willson Contreras is open to trade offers and has become more willing to waive his full no-trade clause for the right fit. Multiple league sources told The Athletic. Contreras has 2 years and $36.5 million remaining on the 5-year, $85 million contract he signed ahead of the 2023 season, along with a club option worth $17.5 million in 2028. Willson Contreras wasn't the only one that was mentioned in this article. No, there's more pressing priority for the Cardinals this season, writes Katie Wu, than trading Nolan Arenado. Far easier said than done. A lot of the issues, and I'm paraphrasing here, but a lot of the issues that were raised last year with trading Nolan Arenado are back. No trade clause, whether or not he's willing to go to a semi-contender or non-contender. Apparently, he's the list of teams he's willing to go to is more flexible now, but still a lot of the same issues persist, including his contract. Brendan Donovan continues to garner the most interest, but rival clubs are also engaged on Lars Nootbaar and Nolan Gorman to a lesser extent. President of Baseball Operations Chaim Bloom already completed his first major deal, trading Sonny Gray to the Boston Red Sox. Cardinals also included $20 million in the deal. How will the Cardinals... So she breaks it all down where she gets into whether or not they'll trade Donovan, whether or not they'll trade Lars Nootbaar and Nolan Gorman. Here's my biggest takeaway, though. This is not a reset. This is not a retool. This is a rebuild. And maybe that was obvious before. Maybe it's always been maybe that's always been obvious.
You know what's really crazy to me?
What's that?
Is that I feel like St. Louis Cardinals fans are totally here for it right now. All those years where I felt like they would be no chance. Mm-hmm. We don't do that here in Cardinal Nation. I feel right now, because the messaging from Chaim Bloom has been clear and concise, that they're like, yep, get rid of him. Get rid of Sonny Gray. See you, Arenado. See you, Contreras. Donovan, you better wow me. But if you wow me, he can go too.
Yeah.
Like, everybody seems to be fine right now, which is good because that's what needs to happen here. You need to get rid of some of the high-cost, dead weight. And I don't mean like they're not good players. Contreras is very serviceable. Yeah. But for what reason here?
Right.
To be 7 games under 500, be way out of the playoffs and paying him that money?
Right.
Why?
Yeah, he serves you more, and this is where, yes, you have to. I mean, for us, we have an emotional attachment to certain players, but when it comes to a brand new president of operations, he's looking at Willson Contreras like an asset. Does that asset bring me more if he stays here, or does that asset bring me more on the open market? That's the bottom line, and that's how he's viewing all these players. Quite frankly, Alec Burleson's name was brought up in Katie Wu's article too. Are they actively shopping Alec Burleson? No. Does clearing up a spot at first base make a lot of sense? Trading Contreras, putting Alec Burleson there for the immediate future? Yes, that makes more sense than dealing him. But to Jamie's point, if we win the deal, these guys are gone. Chaim Bloom is trying to create a new core,
and he should. And this is kind of what we thought Mo was going to do last year when we were kind of throwing out that youth movement ideology, but it never really turned into that.
Mo kind of threw it out, but never did one thing to support it.
Nothing about it was a youth movement. You didn't give the youth opportunities to fail, and that's part of a young team. You're going to have guys that are going to stink. They're not going to be good at certain points, but they learn and they mature and they get better as the years progress. And last year was not that. This year, it seems to be that Chaim Bloom is trending in that direction. You remove Sonny Gray from the roster because you say, hey, you don't want to be here. We're probably not in a win now mode, and that's why you signed here. Willson Contreras probably in the same mindset. I think we're going to win. You haven't done it, so now he's being looked at as possibly being moved, and then you can open up some of those spots for some of these young players. I'm sure as much as the fan base loves Brendan Donovan and all that he's done, I'm sure people are excited to see what J.J. Weatherholt is capable of doing. I'm sure they're excited to see some of these young guys get everyday at-bats. If Lars Nootbaar is here next year and he can stay healthy, wonderful. But he hasn't proven that he's capable of staying healthy. Hell, he had to have surgery on both of his heels this offseason. So it's probably, if you know what you're getting and someone wants to give you something in return for that, you move on from some of these players. And it is a real youth movement, both with the rotation and the position players. And you get to see what you have. It's not going to be great. And that needs to be the next conversation that is had behind. Hey, if we make it to a playoff spot, that is outstanding. We're probably not going to do it.
Right.
Not with this team, not with this roster we have now, but we're building towards that for 27, 28, 29 in the future.
And the only way to do that is to clear. It's like it's like burning down something just to let it grow. You know, like I don't know how they do it, but they burn the grass
and then
they reseed and they
crazy.
Yeah, it is. It's insane.
I had the blowtorch out one year. Just
clear it all out.
And well, the neighbors got upset. They called the fire department.
You might not.
You can't do the neighbor's yard.
But I was trying to help him.
No, nope.
He had weeds that were creeping in my yard, so I was trying to help him with his grass.
No, Jamie, that no, doesn't work that way.
Now, Jamie, you kind of alluded to fans maybe, I don't know, enjoying.
I don't know
this
enjoying.
process.
How about accepting?
Accepting is the word. I think in the off season, I don't know about you. I find this stuff kind of exciting. It's probably the most excited I've been about the Cardinals in quite some time.
And last offseason wasn't exciting?
Not at all.
Phil Mayton didn't do it for you?
Nope.
Yeah, you got Mayton.
But this is the time period where they're not actually even playing baseball. How long do you think fans will be, quote unquote, accepting of what the Cardinals are doing? Like, let's say it's like June, and we're like, oh, well, I love this offseason. They traded some pieces. I can see the future here. But now it's June, and I'm like, oh, my gosh, this team is awful. I'm kind of out. How long do you think that lasts?
It goes back to Jamie's point about whether or not there's some transparency.
Yeah.
If Chaim Bloom says, look, I get it. You're frustrated. You're ticked off. You want to see a winner. Okay. This is going to hurt for a little bit, but that we are starting and we are building. And really, you started a year ago.
Ugh.
You did.
A bad start.
With the draft.
Oh, the draft, yes.
That was outstanding.
6 months ago.
So I thought you're right.
was.
The amateur side.
Yes.
Well, who was in charge of that, by the way?
Randy Flores and Chaim Bloom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you could make a case that last year, although we didn't get the production from some players that we wanted to, maybe we did get some answers as to the guys who probably aren't going to do anything here. So I do find that it's a kind of a weird way of thinking about it, but I do find that somewhat constructive because now we know, okay, this guy really isn't consistent. I don't know how much patience I have for this player. We have a new person coming in to run the whole thing. I don't care if he moves on from that guy because I'm done. I'm sick of waiting for it.
I think, Marsh, if I could step into your psyche as a fan.
Yes.
Be careful.
No, I think I'm okay here. I wouldn't.
He did bless a couch.
Not yet.
Yeah, but he was honest about it.
Marshy 6 months ago. Okay.
Yeah.
Marshy now. You gotta be careful.
He's kind of flipping.
There's landmines inside of there.
Well, it doesn't help that every single one of my favorite sports teams sucks.
It's true. Yeah,
That's tough sledding for sure.
Eventually, you're gonna choose a team, and it hurts. But thing is, you want to eventually kind of watch a winner. And CD did it. He's a little bit more bombastic about it than I am, but we still did it for the same reasons. Tired of losing. I think if I could step into the psyche of you as a fan, it is. I'm so sick of seeing what I just saw over the last 5 or 6 years. Please, God, don't run it back again.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what Mo was doing. Just take a little bit, we'll run this thing back. No. Start over. Start fresh.
Huh.
Yeah.
Sounds like another organization we know, a different sport, but
There's a couple.
we'll get into that later.
Yeah.
What?
There's one that you earmarked.
You keep leaning into this.
What are you talking about?
Hey, we're gonna run into this segment at 3:55.
Jamie had a vision.
I don't even know what
They did. Jamie
I
had
don't
a
know what
vision
you're
on
talking
this.
about. There's lots of organizations are in the same boat.
You keep looking at me when you say it.
I was looking at Anthony and I said, this time, you're just a little bit on edge.
I am, actually.
Very much.
Real quick, toggled on me, so I want to bring this up here. Somebody in the snake pit said, well, it's been hurting the last couple of years. John said, asking our fan base, it's going to hurt for a little while, but it's been it's going to hurt for a little bit when it's been several years.
Totally hurting with a purpose.
Yeah, but they
Totally
didn't tell you the
understandable.
last time,
Yeah.
so now you know.
Totally fair, totally understandable.
They were slowly killing you, but you didn't know it.
You're right, but this is now the official restart.
Mm-hmm.
That was just kicking the can down the road, and while it sucked, we did get to the point where now you're starting to clear out some of the dead wood, and you're going to have to rebuild this thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I get it, though. I get it. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. What's trending is next. Jamie or Carey will be punished for the Pick'em Challenge. Woo-hoo. Next on 101 ESPN.
All right, it's always stressful when you're looking to sell your home. The market is all over the place, the interest rates, all that stuff. There's so many variables that go into you selling your home. And especially this time of year, it can be stressful. You get the holidays, you're trying to buy presents, trying to invite family over, but you know you got to upgrade your home, or maybe you got to move out of town. Call Gloria Lou with your home sold guaranteed realty. She's the best in the business, been in St. Louis for well over 20 years doing business. She's got over 20,000 buyers in waiting. And why is that important? Because when she sits down with you and lists your home, which, by the way, right now is a good time, inventory is low. List your home for the right price. You will sell quickly for the most money, and you may not even be on the market that long. Your house might already be sold. Just list it. It's probably already sold. Somebody's going to scoop it up immediately, and all you have to do for all that is give Gloria Lou a call. Her number is 314-325-6888. That's 314-325-6888, or you can visit GloriaHasTheBuyers.com.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. The Blues fell to the Anaheim Ducks last night by a final score of 4-1. We will talk with the Blues head coach Jim Montgomery at 5 o'clock, so stay tuned for that. We'll dive into last night's game, maybe talk about the power play. Jordan Bennington, he was pulled after 2 goals. The Blues will be back in action on Thursday, taking on the Boston Bruins. Pregame starts at 5 o'clock. Puck drop is at 6. And the Blues also lose Nathan Walker. Nathan Walker will head to the IR. He has an upper body injury and will be reevaluated in 8 weeks. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. See them at londoff.com. Chevy, together we drive. Are you kidding me?
Topics in the sports world.
What in the wide world of sports is going on here?
It's time to find out with
What's Trending, brought to you by Elite Comfort Experts. Heating and cooling with no gimmicks, just guarantees. EliteComfortExperts.com.
Welcome back to the Fast Lane here on 101 ESPN with Anthony Stalter, Jamie Rivers, and Carey Davis. I'm Andrew Marsh, and it's time for Carey to serve his punishment in What's Trending.
Yep, Carey, you finished tied with Jamie. That's the good news. Bad news is he was closer on the final score last night than you were. So therefore you lost the tiebreaker. You will be punished 3 times today.
Oh, man, that's going to suck, Carey.
You ready?
No, but let's do it.
Okay. All right, Jamie, give us a little narration.
Yeah, well, I'm going to swap microphones with Anthony here.
The old switcheroo.
Swapping out.
Oh.
Yeah. Hey, we're good friends, you know.
Yeah.
Carey's just knocking evering over.
He's mad. It's called a tantrum.
Yeah. I'd
what
be
it is.
upset too.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my word.
If you had to look.
Did I have to back up?
All right, so Carey is going to be receiving 3 shots today, and he's assumed the position. Anthony?
Here we go.
Fire away.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, Carey.
one.
Look at that. Couple of calf raises after.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, wow, that's a quick.
Yeah, that was really.
That was
high.
quick. He hadn't even recovered from the first one. He shot him again.
Come on, man. Hey, I'm sorry.
Stalter thinks it's a semi-automatic gun over here.
Let me know.
Hey, Carey, is this like baseball? Once you enter the batter's box, he can pitch. You assume the position. Now you can shoot, Anthony.
You good?
Yeah.
All right. Where do you want it? 3, 2, 1.
That's a glancing blow out the side.
There you go.
All right. Punishment served.
That second one, man.
Yeah. When you did it last week, I'm like,
It's not great.
no.
It's not great.
All right, Carey, we're going to open the things up here. Who's got the first question for young Carey Davis?
Jamie Rivers, 101 ESPN. Carey, we ask this almost every week, but what's the pick you regret the most?
Well, from the looks of things, it's definitely my Pittsburgh Steelers. That'd be one. Just so
look so
damn
good,
disappointing. They for the first quarter, yeah.
They did, yeah. They had a lead in the first quarter.
Actually were they were playing well until they decided not to get after the quarterback, decided not to stop the run, decided not to throw the ball.
Decided not to protect Aaron Rodgers.
I mean, he got to protect his damn self. He's like a boxer. Yeah,
A broken arm, Carey. The poor old man is playing with a broken arm.
Man, you're out there. You're responsible for your own safety, clearly. He had a broken nose, looked like. Eyes started getting black. Man,
He left that game so pissed off.
He was banged up. Yeah, Anthony.
Yes, front row.
Sorry.
Anthony Stalter, 101 ESPN, the Fast Lane. Carey, what have we learned? Like, what's the biggest lesson now? What's the biggest lesson moving forward?
I can't really trust my Pittsburgh Steelers.
Okay. All right, back to the Steelers. Yeah.
That's what I learned.
All roads lead down here.
I also chose. I mean, I had a good choice with the Texans. I thought that was a big win for me. But the The Cleveland Browns special teams decided not to show up. Had they had done that, I think the Cleveland Browns actually defensively can play with anybody. They gave up a 66-yard punt return. And they stopped the 49ers the first couple of drives. They weren't able to do anything.
Browns?
I did.
That's what I was thinking the other day.
I damn sure did.
That's what I was thinking. Remember I said the Cowboys?
I damn sure did.
You flipped or whatever? No, that's what I was thinking. The Browns. That's right.
Browns. Yeah, special teams. Punt dropped.
Yeah.
Thought they were going to. I'm storyline similar to what Marshy is. First home start for Shador. Defense, 10 sacks the week before. 49ers banged up a little bit. There's an opportunity there. Just didn't take care of business. Looking back on it, probably should have taken the 49ers.
Probably, yeah.
Ooh, I didn't know they took the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, I took the Browns.
I didn't realize that either.
I took a flyer on the Browns. Those would be my two choices.
I know why you did, though, because we did, Hot Take Tuesday a couple weeks ago, and you were pretty adamant about the Browns winning or just losing one of their last, 6 games or something like that. And you were trying to will that take into existence.
Pretty much. Won't be picking them again. Well, I'll pick them this week. They got the Titans.
But yeah, well, that makes sense. All right, punishment has been served, Carey. Nice job. Although you are up for 4 shots next week.
That won't be me.
You're up for 4. Jamie, you're up for 2.
2.
I'm up for 3. Marsh?
I think I'm up for
6.
5.
Up for 5.
6, 7.
Wow. Okay, BK's got to be up for 4, right?
Something like that.
Probably. I don't know. He's been a little quiet recently. We got to get.
That's fine.
We got to get him back in here. Still win.
We just need to win.
We did win the week, though, by the way. Yeah. We did win the week.
That's all that matters.
Yep. So that was week 13. So we're still down by 1. Opportunity to tie this week. Let's do it, boys. Come on. I believe in all of us. Game. Hey, we have your shot to score. Yep, absolutely. Marsh, nice job.
Yep, right there.
Okay. Nope. Jamie and Carey, they'll participate later.
Well, that's why they were in the bottom.
Yep. Hey, we have a shot to score. Carey. Shot to score a pair of tickets to Guns N' Roses on August 16th at Busch Stadium. Tickets for the show go on sale this Friday, December 5th at 10 a.m. But we have your chance right now to win free tickets to Guns N' Roses. Just got to answer the correct trivia question. By the way, yesterday, we gave out that trivia yesterday, and I don't think we ever said the answer. Yeah, we never paid it off. I do that a lot where I don't give out the answer. Yeah. So Jamie actually came up with this. One of the members of Guns N' Roses is actually from St. Louis.
Do you know who it is?
Correct answer is... Richard Fortas.
Richard Fortas.
Richard Fortas is from St. Louis.
I know he's from. I don't remember his last name.
Yeah, Richard Fortas. There you have it. Here's your trivia question to win the Guns N' Roses tickets right now. The Spaghetti Incident featured a cover song by which famous criminal? It's a hidden track. A little controversy to this, but the album includes a hidden track.
Huh.
It's a cover song, and it was originally by a famous criminal. So if you have the correct answer, send it into the Air Comfort Service text line, 314-399-9646. If you're the 101st texter to the Air Comfort Service text line with the correct answer, you'll get the Guns N' Roses tickets. You can find all the concert info and a bonus chance to win tickets at 101ESPN.com or on the 101 ESPN mobile app. Marsh had a thought while watching the Patriots game last night, whether or not well-run franchises typically make changes quicker than the losing franchises that might be a little bit more patient. That's next on 101 ESPN.
Missouri, it's happening. FanDuel Sportsbook is live and ready to roll in the Show Me State. And they're celebrating with a little something for everyone all this week. Every customer gets a no-sweat bet every single day. That's right. No matter what you're betting on, if it doesn't hit, you'll get bonus bets back to keep the action going. Whether it's football, basketball, hockey, or whatever you're into, you can bet it all on an app that's safe, secure, and built for every kind of fun. The interface is quick, the payouts are fast, and the experience is top tier. So download FanDuel or visit FanDuel.com/Missouri to get started. FanDuel Sportsbook now live in Missouri. 21 plus and present in Missouri. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Opt-in required each day. Refund issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire 7 days after receipt. Max refund $20. Restrictions apply, including token expiration. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com.
The Patriots routed the Giants. There wasn't much takeaway from last night's Monday Night Football game outside of Jackson Dart needs to, just run out of bounds, get down, not get hit.
Please and thank you.
He ain't gonna make it.
Younghoe Koo.
You like him, don't you?
Falcons special teams were awful this year. They at least moved on from him.
How do you get your foot caught in the ground?
Oh, he said some things that I don't believe to be true.
Well, when I looked, I don't know what he said, but it did seem like the holder kind of leaned the ball in, and so maybe he saw the ball not being set up properly or correctly, and that's what caused him to kind of put a hitch in his giddy up. When the holder caught it, he leaned it inside towards him.
Yeah, and then he moved it up.
And then he moved it up, which if you're used to kicking and you've been doing this your entire career, you know any type of movement is not going to be a good kick. So it kind of throws off the timing of everything.
Don't you just try anyways?
You can.
Because,
or you can stuff
if
your toe
I'm on
into the
the
ground.
ice and I get a bad pass for a one-timer, and my option is just trip and fall on my head and look like a fool, or take a swing at it anyways and hope for the best.
Kickers are weird. Like, if it's not perfectly aligned.
But how did it end up?
It ended up bad, and what happened was
Technically, he didn't miss it.
He didn't miss it, and
He didn't want to mess up his percentage.
He got the holder crushed. So you know, if you do your job.
Yeah, but he got out into the flat though, before he was wide open.
Hot.
I saw a post last night on X. It was like, Younghoe Koo is the first kicker to miss a field goal without actually kicking the ball.
Well, he didn't technically miss it. He's not perfect for for the Giants. It does not count. He did not hit it.
Won't affect his bonus.
It won't. The holder gets credited for a sack. That's the only thing.
At least he didn't throw the ball right to the other team.
As he's falling down.
As he's falling down.
Nobody does that.
Underhanded.
Nobody does that.
There's one quarterback that does that. Actually,
Will
probably
Levis?
two actually. Doesn't it?
You're thinking of old Maxie. All right. But, March, you had another thought about last night's game as it relates to Mike Vrabel and the Patriots as they continue to win.
Yeah,
Which, by the way, blank you. Just blank you, Patriots. No, Patriots. Boy, you were down for a while, weren't you?
Why are you mad at the Patriots?
Tom Brady moved, he moves on.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden it's like, all right, finally some purgatory for the No, first place, unbelievable. Best record in the league, number one team again. Blank you. Just blank off.
Yeah.
Kind of goes to your point, though, Marsh, about winning franchises.
Yeah, Anthony, last year was the complete opposite. Gerard Mayo was the head coach, and they said, well, that's not working. We're just going to move on. We're going to go get the guy that, for whatever reason, the Tennessee Titans decided to move away from. Don't know why. They're terrible still. But it had me wondering, like, there are some franchises, and just not within football itself, but just in the four major sports where, you hang on to a guy, whether it's a player or a head coach or whatever, maybe a GM. Like, you just hang on to the guy when it's really, you should probably just move on because it is the best thing to do to then maybe, I don't know, start your rebuild a little earlier instead of in the winter of 2025. And, I don't know,
I wonder if you've got a certain organization that you're thinking of right there. Yeah. I think so. If the question is, do winning organizations are they quicker to move on from mistakes, or do winning organizations stay patient? I think the short answer is the best organizations know how to do both. But the most important factor is when, right? Like when they decide to be patient, when they decide to move on. I think winning organizations do both. I mean, if you think of examples, the Kansas City Chiefs come to mind. Obviously, the Chiefs have been great. It's not like they haven't made mistakes. They made a mistake on Marcus Peters. They made a mistake the first time on Kareem Hunt. They made a mistake on McCole Hardman the first time. And then, eventually some of these guys got brought back, but they know who they are. They know when they make a mistake. They move on from it. The Eagles are another example. They took Jalen Reagor. Jalen Reagor over who, Marsh?
Justin Jefferson.
That's correct. What do? They hang on to him? Well, we're going to be patient.
Go.
No, he stunk. He stunk.
Gotta go.
He's got to go.
Yeah.
Opened up the door to draft Devontae Smith, eventually trade for A.J. Brown. The Eagles do it perhaps better than anybody.
Yeah.
We've got to move on.
I think good teams understand, and I think the 49ers can be put in that boat as well. They moved up, drafted Trey Lance, and they were like, you know what? He's really not what we thought. Let's move on and move in a different direction. And I think being willing, not being stubborn or being just so stubborn that you're unwilling to move on from a player because you drafted him high or because you think the world of him. Like, you have to understand when you're watching film, when you're watching practice habits, when you're watching game habits, when you're watching this person on and off the field, when you're watching this person every single day, you know pretty quickly whether or not this guy can play or not. Like, it doesn't take a lot of time. It will show in flashes if it's good, and if it's not, it'll be like, okay, yeah, this is not going to be good at all. We need to go in a different direction. And good organizations do that. Bad organizations say, oh, we can fix it. Or even worse organizations say, you know what, I'll take him because we can fix it.
Right.
And you've seen enough of it. So I think when you're a well-run, and it all starts from the top. Like if it's bad at the top, it's going to be bad on the field. It's going to be bad in the coach's office. It's going to be bad in the front office. Ownership, front office, it all filters down to the player and the play on the field or on the ice. So when you're a good organization, you make those decisions, but it doesn't take you all day. It doesn't take you months, years to figure out, hey, this guy isn't a fit for what we're trying to do. Let's move in a different direction.
Yeah, I just think of teams that are proactive. They usually end up getting it right. And I know the Blues right now are not doing their best. But Jamie, they're not.
They're not playing their best.
I just said that.
He said they're not doing their best.
Are they doing their best?
They're trying it.
Either way, Doug Armstrong was proactive last year in getting Jim Montgomery.
Yeah.
Jim Montgomery could have went anywhere else, but the Blues said, "Hang on, this guy makes our team better from a coaching standpoint, and we're going to hop. We're going to hop on it and get him."
Yeah.
And again, the Blues aren't playing their best right now, but I thought that was a good decision by the Blues organization.
Also takes opportunity, right?
For sure.
And you call it luck. Boston fires Jim Montgomery. They replaced Drew Bannister with Montgomery. They weren't going to replace Drew Bannister with anybody. No. To your original point about Mike Vrabel, Mike Vrabel became available. Mm-hmm. They're like, hey, we have an opportunity to correct a wrong with Gerard Mayo, who wasn't ready to take on the job. Maybe down the line he will be. But Mike Vrabel was available.
And he just so happened to play for the Patriots when they won 3 Super Bowls.
That certainly helped.
Under Belichick.
That hurt. It doesn't hurt.
Doesn't hurt.
No, it does not hurt.
It hurt. Yeah.
No, I said it doesn't hurt.
No, it doesn't at all. But I mean, it's not just football. I mean, Carey, we saw that with your Warriors too. D'Angelo Russell was not a fit for an offense that is very movement heavy. Mm-hmm. And they flipped him for Andrew Wiggins. So, we made a mistake here.
They did it with Jordan Poole, too, and Wiseman. They said they drafted Wiseman, I think, 2nd overall. They're like, yeah, this guy isn't what we need. We need a big man, but he ain't the big man we need. So we're going to move on from and you have to make those decisions. And sometimes those decisions hurt. Mm-hmm. Letting a guy walk or Klay Thompson as well. Like, he's a splash brother. But you know what, Klay, you're not playing at the level that we need you to play, so you got to move on. I do think good organizations do that, and you can't be, you just can't be a slave to the fan base. You can't say, "Oh, well, this guy's been here. We got to keep." No. Mm-hmm. We are trying to win, and this person, as much as we love what he's been able to do, we know that he's a great player. He's probably a future Hall of Famer. We got to move on. We're either not going to be able to pay him, or that player is not playing at the level that we need him to play. So let's move in a different direction and get guys in here that can.
And Jamie, I think about the Tampa Bay Lightning in hockey.
Yep.
I mean, they were quick to move on from who was the coach before John Cooper? Is it guy? Who's the head coach? Previous from John Cooper in Tampa. This guy
Fieri.
No, not Guy Fieri.
That's what I was thinking. Come on, man. Fieri.
Start with a B.
Did it?
Anyways, they traded. They traded skill players.
I don't even remember that. He's been there for so long. John Cooper has.
Okay, well, we'll figure it out.
Guy Fieri, I think is.
That's hilarious. Guy Boucher.
Guy.
That's what threw me
Guy.
off.
Sorry. Guy. Sorry, forgot it was hockey. Yeah. Guy Boucher.
Guy. I was like, Fieri. That's the only thing I can think of.
Guy. Spelled it Guy.
Yeah. He was an underrated player for the Mighty Ducks, by the way.
He was, yeah.
Oh, man.
But they were patient with, Steven Stamkos long term, Tyler Johnson's development, John Cooper's. He had some rough early seasons. They stuck with it. And obviously, what John Cooper's been able to do there in Tampa has been unbelievable.
Well, he's also had the help of great roster construction by 2 individuals. One, Steve Yzerman, and now Julian Breezeball. Both guys have been phenomenal. Every year, Tampa's able to restock the cupboard with good players while they have already locked up all of their big-time players before. Mm-hmm. So nobody's coming up for contract that's going to be making 10, 12, 11, $14 million. They've already been locked up long term, and now they keep filling in the void with ancillary players. They've done a great job.
Don't forget that you can join Carey Davis this Thursday. Carey and Rafe will be at the Hot Shots in Fenton to watch the Thursday night football game. It's from 6:30 to 8:30. Again, Hot Shots in Fenton. You can head out there, watch the Thursday night football game with CD and Rafe. Get signed up for some Point and 101 ESPN giveaways. Enjoy a cold Bud Light. Again, 6:30, 8:30. With Carey, Rafe, and Bud Light at the Hot Shots in Fenton. Do the Blues have enough depth to win with the injuries piling up. Nathan Walker now dealing with an injury. We'll get to that next on 101 ESPN. I was chatting with somebody that said that they needed a vehicle. I said, "Hey, how about you head out to Auto Centers Nissan out in Herculaneum?" They said, "Well, I was actually looking at some different pre-owned vehicles, including a Nissan Sentra." I said, "Well, Auto Centers Nissan, they've got over 1,000 vehicles all in one location, so you're bound to find the right vehicle for you." And they even mentioned there that, I'm picky. And no problem. Great. Again, over 1,000 vehicles all in one location, right off I-55 in Herculaneum. They're just minutes from South County. No games, no running around. They've got some of the best savings, real savings, and real selection that you're going to find in the greater St. Louis or Illinois area. And right now, they got deep dealer discounts on every remaining 2025 model. That means the best prices for you because they need to clear out their lot and get the 2026 models that are arriving. You can right now shop used. You can get a new Nissan, and every new Nissan comes with a lifetime warranty and a 30-day return promise within 30 days. If you're not completely satisfied with the vehicle, bring the vehicle back, and they'll give you a refund. But you can get to Auto Centers Nissan in Herculaneum. Tell them Stalter sent you. Also check them out online at autocentersnissan.com. They got great deals, but take advantage while the deals last throughout the month of December as they're trying to clear the 2025 models. It's Auto Centers Nissan, Herculaneum. 3:08, your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler with Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. The Blues have enough depth to win with the injuries piling up. So Nathan Walker's the latest Blue to be placed on the IR. He has an upper body injury, and he's going to be reevaluated now in 8 weeks.
Yeah, that's not good. Woof.
You know, Jamie, Carey, you know this too from a football standpoint. Depth is great when you don't need it. Mm-hmm. And I feel like the Blues need it a little bit more right now. And this is an organization that's trying to find its footing. I can't imagine they have enough depth to really play the way they want to and get the ship righted. But what's your thought on this, Jamie?
Yeah, it's going to be tough. The tough part is you've lost 2 guys that contribute to your identity line. Toropchenko and Walker, staples in your lineup all last year. You know what kind of game you're getting from them all the time. You know the effort you're getting. Now they're gone for 6 to 8 weeks for Walker-ish, and then undetermined week to week with Toropchenko. So you don't really know when he'll be back. So you've called up Kaskamaki to be determined. You know what kind of a player he's going to be at the NHL level. You'll have 12 forwards right now. To my knowledge, they haven't called up anybody else. When you look at their minor league system, not a lot of players ready to make the jump. Like, if you're going to do something, in my opinion, like Hugh McGing could get called up. He's a veteran-ish player. Matthew Pekka could get called up. Matt Luff, but these guys are not changing the dynamic of your team. They're hopefully plugging the holes in the boat while you wait for the other guys to get back. The one you can't replace is Jimmy Snuggerud. Like, ceiling-wise, like what he's capable of doing.
Right.
Because as Matt Walker and Toropchenko are concerned, Kaskamaki and probably Matthew Pekka could service that fourth line. Get your 8 to 10 minutes a game, chip it in, be good defensively, finish all your hits. Luft is the same way. Finish your hits, be aggressive, that kind of stuff. But your young phenoms, so to say, your guys that you're looking for, like Pekarchik, Stancil, Stenberg, these guys aren't ready yet. They're not ready yet. So what do? Do you throw them in the fire? Mm-hmm. I think it's too early for that. Because when you look at the standings, as much as we're down on the Blues or we're upset that they're not playing better and things like that, they're not far out of a friggin' playoff spot. 3 points back of a playoff spot. I know that we get tired of hearing that, but that's a fact. That's two wins and 2 losses for the Kraken or the Sharks in any kind of combination, in the Blues leapfrog, like 5 teams into the playoffs.
Yeah.
So you're not at a point where you just say, screw it, bring up Stenberg, bring up all those guys, and we just play the young guys, and we'll figure it out. So now what do? You got guys like Matthew Joseph, got to step up. Guys like Nick Bjugstad, got to step up. The guys that were on the outside looking in, this is your opportunity. You don't like being up in the press box? This is your chance. I know this because when I started my season with the Red Wings in 02, I was in the press box, like, for the foreseeable future. Mm-hmm. We had 6 unbelievable defensemen, and I was told by the coach, just stay ready, man. Be a good dude, whatever. That's why we signed you. Mm-hmm. Okay, great. First or second game into the season, Darian Hatcher gets his knee blown out. Done for almost the entire season. I knew then, hey, buddy, you're in.
Not great.
And you got to be ready to go. And so that's right now the opportunity some of these other guys have to get in the lineup, and they're not at risk of being pulled out of the lineup. So 2 things happen. 1, you prove to the coaching staff and the organization that you should be an everyday player. Mm-hmm. Or 2, you prove to the organization you can't handle it and integrate somebody else and get you out of the lineup.
So when I hear you say, these bottom 6 players need to step up, I agree. Who really needs to step up are your top players.
Well, I'm not saying the bottom 6 have to step up.
Well, like, they just need to.
I'm saying
they need to fill that role.
You can plug the holes in the bottom 6.
Fill the void.
Because Matthew Pekka's not coming up to take Robert Thomas's spot.
Absolutely, but with this being said, because there's been a decent amount of points generated from your bottom six, and we're asking more out of the top six. Well, now we're really asking more out of the top six. So during this period of time when your identity line is seemed to be broken up due to injury, this is the time when the top players need to be the top players. I know we've been asking for that all season long, but now we're kind of desperate for it. And this is the time when they need to really be who we think they should be. Otherwise, the Blues will find themselves dropping lower and lower in the standings. Because they putting one goal in the back of the net every game or two, that's not going to cut it. It just won't.
Yeah, and as the season gets longer and longer, the team just tells you who they are, really. And that's the unfortunate part.
Yeah, but here's where you're right. You're 100% right. But did we forget how the team decided to completely change its stripes last year? Because the team was proving who they are. They're 8 points out of a playoff spot. We're in the Four Nations. Tear it down to the studs. We're doing this, blah, blah, blah. And then they came back and went, holy smokes, this is a hockey team.
Yeah.
So what happened? So I'm not saying...
Yeah, they caught fire.
They did. But if they did it before, why can't this group do it again? Robert Thomas was one of the best centermen in the entire NHL during that stretch. He hasn't been so far this year.
It's just not a winning recipe.
No kidding. It's not sustainable. You're right.
Yeah, it's not sustainable.
You're 100% correct. My point is the offense is there. Why they're not producing, I mean, you can see why they're not producing. It's easy to see the eye test and then even look at the numbers and you go, well, okay, the high danger opportunities aren't there. That means you're not getting inside. And you look at the game, you go, yeah, they're not getting inside. Okay, it's telling. But the coaching staff now and the players have to try to find a way to fix it. It's just like any sport. Football, the offense is struggling, the running game's struggling. Okay, we got to block better. Or we got to, play calling could be better. The coaching staff gets involved. All of these things. And the Blues may never turn it around. But this is a time right now during this season that you're 100% right. Thomas, Kyrou, Holloway, Neighbors, Booch. Guys, it is go time. We need you guys to be putting points on the board. We need that power play to be clipping at a 24-25% rate rather than 20-18 or whatever it's at right now.
19.2.
Yeah.
I was going to ask, I know Milan Lucic was released from his opportunity, was it PTO or is there any chance, we didn't talk to you because you weren't in that day, is there any chance, first of all, why was he released? And is there any chance that he is maybe circling around saying, hey, I'm ready now, let's go?
Yeah, so I think Lucic's best chance to make this team was, one, to be healthy, and two, for the team to be good.
Gotcha.
Because if the team is good and winning and he can just be a little accent piece, plop him in there on the fourth line, whatever, great. But right now you're depending upon players, and I don't know if Lucic is ready to be depended upon. He's not a difference maker. He's not going to change the outcome of your games right now.
Yeah.
Because you need goal scoring. And if you're putting him in for goal scoring, it ain't happening.
Where are you going to get that from?
Yeah, internally, right now. You've got it. The lineup that you have has produced in the past. It has to go back to producing. Like Holloway, he's got to be way more dangerous. I'm watching Dylan Holloway, and I love this kid. But a lot of his hockey right now, watch him, it's like a skills practice. He gets up there, tack, 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 tack. He stick handle like crazy, like 400 stick handles going nowhere.
Yeah.
Then he tight turn, and goes nowhere. Like, there's no, direct line. Last year when that line was successful, Schenn, Kyrou, Holloway, it was north, south, especially down the middle with Schenn, and Holloway was getting to that dirty area, getting to the blue paint. The only guy that kind of sort of weaved his way in and out was Kyrou. So they're just not playing up to their abilities right now.
And Anthony, you've brought this up before, but the amount of time that they spend, and I know the numbers and whatever analytics maybe favors the Blues in terms of less defensive zone time, but just from the eye test, it just seems like they are gassed after every shift.
Yeah.
The amount of times it takes to get the puck out of the defensive zone, it's a struggle sometimes, and they're constantly in their zone. Like last night, the third goal, we get the puck on the half wall. Instead of turning and flipping that off the glass and getting the puck out of the zone, they take it at the hash marks and bring it back below the goal line. They lose the puck. It funnels up to the blue line, shot on, directed in the back of the net. It's like that's just one example, but they're having a tough time getting the puck out of the zone.
Yeah.
Which leads to tired legs, and then you have no forecheck, and then you have no offensive zone pressure.
Yeah, and then you waste an opportunity that Joel Hofer gave you last night by standing on his head for 2 periods, two and a half plus periods. So yeah, it's unfortunate. All right, it's Fascinating on 101 ESPN. College football rankings come out tonight. Will they make sense? What's important? What do we need to know? We'll talk about it next on 101 ESPN. Well, if you've enjoyed Underdog football, you would love playing NBA at Underdog. You don't have to even know about the certain matchups. You could just choose whether or not certain players are going to go higher or lower on their stats. You got points, you got steals, you got more. You could play right here in Missouri. Paul George tonight, I think that he goes higher than 15.5 points as Philadelphia takes on Washington, but I don't see a big performance coming out of Scotty Barnes, so let's go lower than 20.5 points as Toronto takes on Portland. Those are just a couple of my plays tonight. You can check it out for yourself by downloading the app today. Use my promo code Anthony to score $100 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. Again, that promo code is Anthony. Just type it in, whether you use the website or the app. Type it in, Anthony, you get the promo, and you can, use those funds to play NBA, play NFL, play the college football even. They got it all at Underdog, where you can make plays and win money. Must be 18 or older and present in Missouri. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncbgambling.org. college football playoff rankings come out again tonight, and I think the most important takeaways will be whether or not, where does Ole Miss fall? I think they should be 7.
A lot of people are saying way worse than that, Anthony.
I could see them at 6.
6-7. 6-7.
Texas A&M's going to fall. We know that. Texas A&M loses to Texas. How far do they fall? I think they only go to 6. My best.
Well, you got 2 teams at 6 now?
No, Ole Miss at 7.
Oh.
My best guess is Ohio State at 1, Indiana 2, Georgia 3. Georgia's going to move up. Texas Tech at 4.
Oh.
Oregon at 5. A&M at 6. Ole Miss at 7. Oklahoma at 8. Notre Dame at 9. Bama at 10. BYU at 11. And Miami at 12. That, I think, is how the rankings go. Is there an important spot for one of these teams? Alabama, for instance.
It's going to be interesting to me. The ACC is a weird place right now because there's no real way for you to tell me that either Duke or Virginia are a better football team than Miami. But they're playing in the ACC championship game, and the winner gets an automatic bid to be in the college football playoff. And you have Miami sitting there like, hey, look at us. We beat
2 teams are going to get
Notre
screwed.
Dame, and we're a really good team. Mm-hmm. And so you're sitting there and trying to figure out how Miami is going to figure their thing out. Notre Dame just kind of quietly waiting in the weeds.
They make
just
me sick.
Minding their business.
They make me sick.
They lose 2 of their first games. And
beat nobody the rest of the year, by the way.
Yeah, but they're Notre Dame, and you don't
Just
forget
a
it.
powder puff
Have you ever been to Notre Dame game? If you have never been there, man,
I don't care.
It's amazing.
I don't care.
That golden
Vanderbilt
helmet,
is
the
more-
way it shines off that helmet, man.
Vanderbilt is more worthy than Notre Dame.
I'm just saying, doubt that they
Go over the
ain't got a
schedule.
chance.
Vanderbilt at least beat ranked teams.
It's going to be fun to watch.
Tennessee, they beat Missouri. They beat LSU.
They beat South Carolina
They
when
beat
they were
South
ranked.
Carolina. These are all top 15 teams when they played them.
Notre Dame beat
Nobody.
Pittsburgh and USC.
Oh, yeah, 20 plus.
They beat the hell out of Syracuse, Anthony. Don't you forget that.
They beat the hell out of Stanford, too.
70-0.
They went on a rampage.
Yeah, but the only 2, well, not even top 15, top 16 teams that they played, they lost to.
I don't know how to break it to you guys.
I know, but I don't like your answer, so I'm just going to keep arguing.
2 good teams are going to get screwed.
When you're looking at it, I mean, let's
2 teams in the top 12 are going to get screwed.
2 teams. Who are those 2 teams? Because
It's either
Tulane is in, right?
If
because
they beat North Texas. If not, North Texas is in.
Okay, well, either or.
The winner of the American Athletic
And
Conference.
it's a shame that the MAC is not in that
Right.
conversation because you all, you got to play a little bit better next year. You're right there, Anthony.
We certainly played the competition,
You know
unlike
what?
the American.
You know what, Anthony?
Yeah.
I don't think the MAC deserves to be in this year, especially if Western Michigan ends up winning the MAC. They don't deserve to be in the college football
Central
playoff.
Michigan is
get it.
playing them, though.
No,
they're not.
Oh, you're not in the championship game?
No, they lost to Toledo.
What happened?
Only scored 3.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Ohio won on Friday night, and they eliminated us. So we had no shot, even if we beat Toledo.
You didn't beat Toledo, though. You didn't
No,
do
we
your
didn't.
part.
You know what? It's not
I
always
said
college
it
football playoff or bust.
I said it earlier in the year.
People
You're not.
there are teams calling drink all saying they would kill to be in that position.
That's true. They would kill to be in 3rd place in the MAC, 4th place in the MAC. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Anyway, okay. Here's where the conversation really starts. If Alabama loses to Georgia in the conference in the SEC conference,
They gone.
No, they can't be.
Can't
be.
Watch this though. If you're Miami and you're 12th,
Yeah.
they're not playing in the ACC title game.
That's why they're gone.
Alabama would have 3 losses.
Uh-huh.
Alabama, if BYU loses to Texas Tech, Miami's definitely going up to 11. The question is, do they go up to 10 and Alabama goes to 11?
Here's what I'll say. If that happens, the SEC will tear everything down to the studs. There will never be an SEC championship game again.
They'll be fine.
It'll never happen again. You watch, because you're penalizing a team for getting to the championship, where another team who's not going to be in the championship. That's why the championship games, I've said last year, they're not counted for your record as far as like for the college football playoff. Because if you're good enough to get to a championship game in your conference, specifically the SEC, how are you not good enough to be in the playoffs?
There has been a precedent of that. TCU lost their championship game a few years ago, and they still got to the Final Four. So it's not like it can't happen.
Right.
I just don't feel like you have a 3-loss team and you got all these teams with none, 1 or 2 losses in front of you. You can't, losing, and then it goes back to the first game of the year when you lost to a team that I don't even know what bowl game Florida State is going to be playing in, if they're in a bowl game.
The Salad Bowl.
Exactly. Like Florida State that's a terrible blemish on your resume, and we can continue. I know Anthony hates that I go back to that, but then you lose to Oklahoma.
It's Tallahassee in week 1.
It's a terrible blemish on your record. Texas is trying to give us the fact that we lost to Ohio State in week 1. I'll take that loss.
You barely moved the football.
I'll take that loss. Now, what I won't take is a Florida loss against Texas. You lost to Florida, you're out. Psst, I don't want to hear anymore. Alabama, you're a 3-loss team, and one of those losses is to a Florida State team that is, I don't even know what, I don't know how many wins
got Florida State in the same conversation as like Charlotte. I don't get it. I don't understand it.
Did you watch Florida State play?
If Illinois had lost to Florida State, we'd be like, Florida State is the most underrated team in the country.
Illinois lost to Wisconsin, and you ain't heard me say nothing about Illinois in 2 weeks.
Here's CD's bottom rankings. It's UMass, Florida State, then Charlotte.
I got Wisconsin in there, too. That's why I haven't talked about Illinois. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man.
Why play in that game? Why play in it?
That's why play in it?
Don't play in it.
Why do the ass mentality?
Why do the other teams get the benefit from not playing in it?
Who's benefiting?
What do you mean?
Miami might.
Literally any team.
Miami played Notre Dame.
Oklahoma's benefiting from it.
Oklahoma played Michigan, and they won.
Carey, you're out to lunch.
You're talking about teams that played teams, and they beat them. Miami played Notre Dame. They won. Oklahoma played Michigan. They won. So if you win...
But they're not playing the conference championship.
That's right.
But you win. You play the team. But that's what Marsh is saying. Their teams are benefiting from not playing in those games.
I thought you were talking about the conference games.
They are benefiting.
He's talking about the non-conference. You were talking about the non-conference games, right?
No, I'm talking about the conference championship.
That's what I thought. Yeah, he's talking about.
I thought you were talking about the non-conference games.
Yelling at us. Come on now.
I'm just saying, when you play, we started with a non-conference team.
We switched.
Tell me that we damn switched then.
We put the signal on.
You didn't put the damn turning signal on. You just got over.
Were you looking?
And I didn't know. He didn't turn the damn signal on.
I went old school with
his
the
damn arm out the window. It's cold outside. His window's rolled up. What are we talking about?
Rolled up.
Rolled up.
Teenagers were like, what did he roll up?
Going way old school.
Florida State, if we're talking...
it's back to that.
Yes, because you have non-conference games, and the teams that are in those playoff pictures, they won their non-conference games against Power 4 teams. Mm-hmm. So Miami won. Oklahoma won. Like, Florida State lost. Alabama lost to Florida State.
Carey, quick question.
Yes, sir.
Jamie Rivers 101 ESPN.
Please go ahead. Give me what you got.
If Alabama was a Big Ten team and playing in the Big Ten championship, how would you feel about
They
this?
have 3 losses. And I said the same thing. I said the same thing about if Michigan, if Oregon, if you are a 3, I said that last week. If you're a 3-loss team, I do not think you get in. I don't care. I don't care how you get to the 3 losses. I don't think you get in.
You're playing an extra game, though. You're playing one more game than the other teams.
It's giving you one more opportunity to win or lose.
It's giving you one more opportunity to win.
The win doesn't do anything, though.
Doesn't
do anything.
But the loss does. So if you lose,
how's that fair?
Then you don't lose to Florida State.
So if Alabama wins, they should jump up to second in the nation.
If Oklahoma were in the SEC championship game and they lost, I would say the same thing. They got 3. They would have 3 losses. I do not. This is my. I do not think you get a 3-loss team.
I'm going to make a bet with you.
What would you like to bet, sir?
I'm going to say that if Alabama loses, they still get in.
Over who?
Doesn't matter.
It does.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
I'm telling you that if Alabama loses, they're still in.
So Miami is out then, or Notre Dame is out.
Pick your horse.
Then we can make that bet. We can definitely make that bet.
Alabama loses, and you get the field.
If Alabama loses, you're taking Miami, a 2-loss team.
I'm not taking anything. Alabama's
Notre Dame.
making it.
Nah.
If Alabama loses, they still get
There's
in.
a reason why they're at
That's
10
my
right
bet.
now.
That's my bet.
We'll talk about it all. Yeah, we'll have it. Yeah.
What are you afraid of?
Nah, I just said we can bet it.
No, what are you
We gotta
afraid
figure
of?
out. I'm not afraid. You should be.
I'm not afraid of nothing.
I know you're not. That's probably your problem.
Should slow down, Jimmy.
The one thing that
Never heard that before.
doesn't make sense about any of this is if you lose later in the season, it's less beneficial than losing at the beginning of the season. Yeah, it makes no sense. Mm-hmm. It's all dependent on when you lose. Clearly, head-to-head doesn't matter because for whatever reason, Notre Dame is ahead of Miami, even though they have the same amount of losses. But Notre Dame lost early on in the season compared to when Miami lost, so then they drop down. Alabama, they lose later in the season. They're dropped down. It doesn't make any sense to me.
It's not, but it's an imperfect science.
That's why I said moving forward, get rid of the conference championships. Just get rid of the conferences.
Just get rid of the conferences. The biggest issue here is that you're going to have two teams that are deserving of playing in the college football playoff. Two teams. They're going to be left out. For the ACC winner and the group of 5 team that played nobody. That's a reality. Two teams, whether it's Miami, Notre Dame, BYU, Vanderbilt, whoever it is, there's going to be two teams that are left out that are better than Virginia and North Texas / Tulane. All right.
Glad we got that all figured out.
I don't think we got anything
figured out. All right. Air Comfort Service text line 314-399-9646. That is the Air Comfort Service text line. We got the Sports Six Pack Part 1. So you got a question for us, send it there. We'll answer it next on 101 ESPN. Jamie, I got to tell a story about Stewart. I'll keep it quick. Chris and I had some questions about a house that came up for sale, and we wanted to see what's going on in the market and what we could afford and all that. And I called Stewie on his personal cell phone number. I actually texted him because it is his personal cell phone number. We'll give it to you. Text him, say, hey, when you got time, it's Sunday morning. When you got time this week, let me know. He goes, I got time tonight. I'm flying to Houston. I said, no, I don't want to bug you. He goes, I'll call you tonight. He did. Called me from his hotel room in Houston, walked us through some options and things like that. His computer here. This is what I recommend. it's not just because it's for me. He's done it for you, and he's done it for our other listeners of 101 ESPN, his clients, because that's just how Stewie operates.
Yeah, and right now, if you're looking to purchase a home, it can be stressful. I remember the last time I purchased a home, before I dealt with Stewie, it was stressful. They're asking for all kinds of information. You're having to jump through hoops. You're not sure you're struggling to get a pre-approval letter. You're in a bidding war.
Mm-hmm.
All of that didn't exist when I used Stewie. He had it mapped out perfect and held my hand along the entire process. And before we knew it, we're at the closing table and ended up with my dream home. So I highly recommend just picking up the phone, calling Stewie or texting him, no matter what your question is, whether it's debt consolidation, refinancing, home purchase, or just anything financial. Give him a call, 314-324-4440.
Again, that number is 314-324-4440.
Again, call him like I did or text him like Anthony did. If you can't remember that number.
Oh, you can always Google the Bagel Loan.
NMLS number 226715.
ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. The Blues lose last night to the Anaheim Ducks by a final score of 4-1. They'll be back in action on Thursday, taking on the Boston Bruins. Pregame for that one starts at 5. Puck drop is at 6. We'll talk with Blues head coach Jim Montgomery at 5 o'clock, so stay tuned for that. But coming up next, we have our Sports Six-Pack. So get your questions into the Air Comfort Service text line, 314-399-9646. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
I have a question.
It's time for the Fast Lane to answer your sports questions.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions. I want to have them answered immediately.
Asking me all these weird questions.
Answer the question.
Answer the question.
Answer me!
Refreshed by Urban Chestnut. Urban Chestnut Swickle Light Premium Light Beer. Live your lifestyle, St. Louis.
All right, we'll do a quick Sports Six-Pack Part 1 here in the Fast Lane with Carey Davis and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. Marsh, fire away.
Question number 1.
All right, let's go to the 314. Can Jamie or Coach Montgomery talk Robert Thomas or talk to Robert Thomas and have him change his mindset to shoot instead of looking for the pass.
Yeah, it'd be nice, wouldn't it? It started with Craig Berube, on to Drew Bannister, now Jim Montgomery. And Robert Thomas, he's a pass-first mentality. That's the kind of player he is. When he decides to shoot the puck, the most he ever shot the puck, I believe, was under Craig Berube. Had a very successful season of scoring that year. And he just, for whatever reason, he wants to be a passer. I don't know how you break him of said habit. The player himself has got to, at some point, identify that the shot-first mentality will open up passing lanes. Robert has never had to play defense as far as like being an actual defenseman in the NHL. So he doesn't understand that it's making my job easier knowing that he's looking to pass every single time. If I have to respect a shot, it means I have to play closer to him, which means I'm farther away from another player on his team that might be available. And in doing so, that gives him the opportunity to pass the puck to a player that's more open, rather than me just condensing the ice to the middle, leaving him out to the outside, not worrying about his shot. It's a mentality thing.
I think that goes for a lot of the players on the team at this point. I mean, if I have to see another 2-on-1 with a defender draped all over the guy driving the net, and then there's a pass to the middle of the ice that gets broken up, I'm going to bang my head into a wall.
Don't do that.
Oh, I mean, you can go ahead and do it.
I'm going to hit my head on the side of a pool. I don't.
It was an accident.
Oh.
And I was drinking.
He's normally drinking when he does it.
Yeah, Marshy's probably going to have a few beers in him.
That's true then. Okay, yeah, fire away.
Question number 2.
All right, the water boy wants to know, switching to the NFL, take it or leave it, Drake May will win a Super Bowl before Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, or even the great one, Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
Before Kirk.
Drake May might get himself into a Super Bowl this year.
He might.
I'm serious.
Best team in the league right now.
That's crazy. Every week I'm expecting that bubble to burst.
Yep.
Maybe not against the Giants last night, but for the most part, you look at it, you're going, the smoke and mirrors, right? Like, is it really? This can't be real. This team was terrible last year. And now they're 11-2.
Yeah.
The thing I'll say about watching that game last night, it reminded me of just how important coaching is. They were clicking in all 3 phases, right? Offense was playing well. Defense was out there knocking people out literally, and so was special teams. And special teams, you had big hits. You had a punt return for a touchdown. Like when you're clicking in all facets of the game, and this is a team that hasn't had a bye yet. Their bye week is this week, which means they've played, 13 games up until this point without a bye. They got to be running on fumes at this point. But your bye came at this point, and you're 11-2. This is like the best thing that if you were creating, only thing better would be 13-0, obviously. But to be 11-2 and to finally get to your bye week, they are playing lights out.
Yep.
Like they are playing outstanding, getting after it in all phases of the game. And Vrabel has done a fantastic job of coaching his team, trusting his players, and Drake May is playing at a high level, and it's been outstanding.
They have elements. They have all the elements, quite frankly, to be a team that can make a deep, sustained run in the postseason.
The only thing that they might lack is experience. And so come playoff time, that's the only thing that could bite them in the butt, is not having those AFC Championship game experiences with the entire roster. They're a young roster. The coach has it.
Yep.
But having that experience as a team and having multiple guys that have been through it, that could be the only thing that bites them in the butt and keeps them from, advancing to the AFC Championship game or to a Super Bowl.
But at this point, if you look at the landscape of the AFC, which team has that experience? It's not like the Chiefs are in a playoff spot right now.
Yeah, Baltimore's had experience that has gone against them, but they do have experience.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, it is a good point.
And they probably
Jacksonville
win that
does
division.
not. Well, I guess Jacksonville did win a playoff game a couple years ago. Chargers handed it to them.
You got that going for them.
Yeah, they do.
That's Brandon Staley.
Yeah.
He said, here, you can have this.
Oh, that's right.
Not great.
That's before old Giff Smith took over.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, Giff had a short run, though. Yep. All right. We'll continue our Sports Six-Pack next.
Missouri, it's happening. FanDuel Sportsbook is live and ready to roll in the Show Me State. And they're celebrating with a little something for everyone. All this week, every customer gets a no-sweat bet every day. That's right. No matter what you're betting on, if it doesn't hit, you get bonus bets back to keep the action going. Whether it's football, basketball, hockey, or whatever you're into, you can bet on it all on an app that's safe, secure, and built for every kind of fan. The interface is quick, the payouts are fast, and the experience is top tier. So download FanDuel or visit FanDuel.com/Missouri to get started. FanDuel Sportsbook, now live in Missouri. 21 plus and present in Missouri. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Opt-in required each day. Refund issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire 7 days after receipt. Max refund $20. Restrictions apply, including token expiration. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com.
It's time for the Fast Lane to answer your sports questions.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
Asking me all these weird questions.
Answer the question.
Answer the question.
Answer me!
Refreshed by Urban Chestnut. Urban Chestnut Swickle Light Premium Light Beer. Live your lifestyle, St. Louis.
Welcome back inside the Fast Lane here on 101 ESPN. We are going to continue our sports six-pack. Marshy!
Question number 3.
All righty, let's head to the 316. When do the Blues go through an actual rebuild? The team's been doggish for 4 years, except for a month. The re-whatever did not work. We've been saying the same thing about the Cardinals. It's time to start shedding dead weight and start fresh with Steiner.
Well, the re-whatever made you to the playoffs last year and 1.6 seconds away from beating the first-place team. Now, you can either love that or hate that or say, well, yeah, but where are they now? But you loved it in the moment and you were ready to move forward as a fan base at that point, thinking that, yeah, it's time to stop the re-whatever talk. So, I don't know. I just go back to that. There's a lot of hockey left to play this year in the season. But your retool or rebuild or re-whatever is already still in progress. You still have 4 or 5 players in the minors that will have an impact on your roster within the next 2 to 3 years. You've got Cardinal in junior hockey right now that he'll have an impact on your roster next 2 to 3 years. You got a lot of good things going on here as an organization. Meanwhile, you're still just 3 points out of a playoff spot, and you haven't performed nearly to the standard that you want.
Right.
So if you perform to the standard that you're looking for, the result's going to get better, but you're probably close or not into the playoffs while you're still doing this re-whatever. So, I don't know. That's kind of where I am on it.
I mean, it's going to be painful, too. It's going to be painful. Because you know that you saw it a year ago. You got it. You got to Game 7. And maybe it was just a hot streak that eventually cooled off.
It's a hell of a hot streak.
It was. But you kind of know the core works.
Yeah.
Plus, you got all these young guys coming up. Do you really want to reestablish the core?
And let's just go back to, like, we can't let the facts not leak to the top here. Go to capwages.com, okay? Click on your St. Louis Blues, and then look at the contracts that they have on the books, and look at the little thing that says terms where it says NTC or MNTC, no trade clause or modified no trade clause. You look at that, and please explain to me how you rebuild this team when you have players that aren't just going to go anywhere you tell them to go. Mm-hmm. So your rebuild is a fantasy. That is not coming true anytime soon because your core players are locked in with no trade clauses.
Sorry.
What do you think would be worse, like the Blues going through like an actual rebuild or just getting this type of hockey for the next 6 years? I'm not saying that that's going to happen, but...
What was the question?
Going through an actual rebuild, which you just highlighted, they really can't.
They can't.
They can't based on the contracts. Or you get this type of play for the next 6 years because ultimately these guys don't elevate to that next level
never mind
that we
these
want
guys.
them to.
Never mind these guys. Half of these guys aren't going to be here in the next 2 to 3 years.
Are you not entertained?
No.
Are you not entertained?
Is this not why you're here?
Is this not why you were here?
Right? What?
But if we stick to the actual question,
I hated watching that game last night.
We just talked about the prospects that you have that they're going to make that jump
for sure.
So you've got 4 to 5, maybe even 6 players that will have an impact on your roster. So the rebuild or whatever you want to call it is already in progress. So it's not going to be 4, 5, 6 years of the same hockey. You're going to get a bump of young talent coming into your lineup, which hopefully then is able to support your older players, meaning your 26 to 30-year-olds.
Or surpass.
Or surpass would be great, too.
Yeah.
You know, you got Dalibor Dvorsky that's still figuring things out. I just think we have to let this play out before we worry about, like, ripping it down all the time.
Question number 4.
From the 636, do you foresee the college football playoff expanding next year based on what we're seeing?
It should.
What are we at, 12?
Go to 24 teams. Like I said,
that's
FCS.
No.
It's essentially the same thing that the FCS does.
There's too many teams. Look at right now. If
FCS been doing it for
So you want Navy?
decades.
You want Navy in the playoffs? You want North Texas
you know what?
in there?
You know what'll happen?
Huh? How about some James Madison?
Here's the thing. You already have those teams playing in bowl games, right? You might not be watching them.
Carey.
But they're already playing in bowl games, so why not put them? That means they're already in. They're playing an additional
game. Bowl game anymore when there's 1,200 of them.
That's the point. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Add those bowl games into the college football playoff. Put those 24 teams in. They're already playing a bowl game anyways. Put it in the college football playoff. And when they lose, keep it moving.
But how long do you want this college football playoff?
It's not going to be. It's not going to be any different.
How
like
is
I said,
it not?
It's because
you're going to load it up
pushing
with 12 more teams.
When does it's going to be? Those games take place from December 15th till January, whatever. That's more than enough time to have those first round games played.
It's like a play-in game.
It's not.
Carey loves those play-in tournaments.
Nah, Jamie, you love 3-on-3 hockey. I know you do.
I hate it.
I know. See, we got our things.
Yeah, but
about
at least
sports.
it's a part of the game. It's not a play.
It's not. You got
There's some
3-on-3 hockey.
tournament in the middle
I'm
of
going
the
to take this
season.
puck and I'm going to control it for the entire 5 minutes. You know, I'm going to skate down there. I'm going to skate all the way back. I'm going to skate down. I'm going to skate all the way back. I'm going to skate down. I'm going to skate all the way back. Then when you're tired, I'm going to skate down. I'm going to skate all the way back and then finally shoot the damn puck.
You know what I like?
Yeah,
I like that the
boring
games
as hell.
actually have a winner.
Do they?
Yeah. There's
In a
one team that
shootout,
wins.
just like soccer. Yeah.
Just like NFL. No. No, they don't have that one.
Just like soccer.
Yeah.
Yeah. First goal.
That's Anthony's favorite
Gary.
sport.
Yep. It is. Absolutely. All right, let's move on. Got the
Tell us what
gauntlet.
to do.
We got to move on.
Yeah, we got to go. Miguel's been
He's
kicking
yelling at you.
Yeah.
tail.
Miguel versus either Carey or Jamie in round 3 of the gauntlet. Next on 101 ESPN.
4 warriors, 4 categories, 1 challenger. Can you survive the gauntlet?
Brought to you by Blue Note Roofing. Roofing, siding, and gutters. Visit BlueNoteRoofingSTL.com for a free inspection.
404, your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler with Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. And we welcome back Miguel for a third straight show. What's up, Miguel?
Good afternoon, fellas.
We appreciate you coming back. Not happy to see you, though, because you keep rolling. So, that being said, round 3, would you like to face Jamie, or are you taking on Carey?
I'm going to go with Carey today.
Going to go with Carey Davis.
Good luck, Miguel.
Good luck to you.
All right, Miguel, go ahead.
Really nice guy. Man.
He is. He's super nice. All right.
Too.
Miguel, tell Marsh to spin that wheel.
Spin that wheel, Marshy.
All right, Miguel, what are you hoping for today?
I don't know. Like I said, luck of the draw. I just hope my knowledge matches the questions.
Just going to keep rolling here with this. All right, I like it.
We've talked a lot of what today, Anthony?
We've talked a lot of hockey today.
That is correct. Hockey.
Hockey for you,
Let's
Miguel.
go.
Is the category.
How do you feel about the old hockey?
I don't know. I think I'd rather be against Carey than Jamie.
Yeah, that's true. Probably. All right, you're going to get 4 hockey-related questions today. Each one is worth 2 points. Unless, Miguel, you ask for the options. If you ask for the options, those questions are worth 1 point. Are you ready?
Ready as I'm going to be.
Here we go. Question 1. Name the only team in the Western Conference still without a loss in overtime or shootout.
Current season, correct?
Yes.
Without a loss in overtime or shootout. I'm going to have the options.
The Utah Mammoth, the Dallas Stars, or the Winnipeg Jets.
I'm going to go with the Winnipeg Jets. Final answer.
Question 2. The Colorado Avalanche have only lost 1 game in regulation so far this season. Which team handed them that regulation loss?
I'm going to have to go the options again.
All right. Was it Pittsburgh, Carolina, or Boston?
I'm going to say Pittsburgh Penguins. Final answer.
Question number 3. Who is currently the Blues' oldest player?
Oh. Currently Blues' oldest player. Let's see. I want to go with my gut. It's probably going to be an option, but I'm going to have to take the options.
Options are Cam Fowler, Braden Shen, or Nick Bukestad.
I'm going to go with Braden Shen. Final answer.
Final question. Miguel, name the Blues player on the current roster that was taken latest in the NHL drafts. So, the player that was drafted, and he was drafted the latest in said draft.
Latest in said draft. Man, I'm going to have to go options again. I don't know draft choices that well.
It's a really good question. Tough though.
It's a really tough one, I'll tell you that much.
Matthew Kessel, Tyler Tucker, or Hunter Skinner?
Kessel, Tucker, Skinner. I'm going to go with Skinner. Final answer.
All right, we'll bring back Carey from the Cone of Silence right now. Miguel, how you feeling?
Not at all good.
All right.
But it would have been worse against Jamie.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. These are tough.
Not in my wheelhouse.
Okay, so Carey's making his way back from the Cone of Silence. Carey, how was it?
It was silent. I'm going to guess by the amount of time it took, it was random.
Kind of.
You'd be wrong.
Oh, wasn't random?
What else do you think would take a while?
Baseball, hockey.
Yeah. It's random hockey.
Yeah. Damn it. Yeah, random hockey, that's for sure.
You ready, Carey?
No.
Pack a lunch, buddy.
All right, I just had one.
Question 1. Name the only team in the Western Conference still without a loss in overtime or shootout.
Options.
Your options: the Utah Mammoth, the Dallas Stars, or the Winnipeg Jets.
Utah. Final answer.
Question 2. Colorado Avalanche have only lost one game in regulation so far this year. Which team handed them that loss?
Options.
Was it Pittsburgh, Carolina, or Boston?
Marsh and I were just talking about that earlier today.
Can't believe you forgot.
Yeah, no. Carolina, Boston, and who else? Pittsburgh. Let's go Pittsburgh. Win something. Final answer.
Wow.
Things have really changed.
He is down on his Steelers.
All right. Here we go. Question number 3. Here we go. Who is currently the Blues' oldest player?
The Blues' oldest player on the current roster?
Who is currently the Blues' oldest player?
So it's Cam Fowler or Justin Falk or Parayko. Jordan isn't. Give me a second. Everybody else is pretty young. Booch, he's around 30. I don't know, so. Okay, you got Falk. You got Parayko. I'm going to take Parayko out of it. Well, Falk just got to 1,000. Another forwards. Sonny, Puce. No. Okay. 30. I think Justin Falk. Justin Falk, final answer.
Final question, Carey. Name the Blues player on the current roster that was taken latest in the NHL draft. So this is the player that's currently on the roster that was drafted, but he was drafted latest.
So, like, okay, all right.
You know what I mean?
In their draft year?
Yes, in their draft year.
No matter what you do, this player would be the lowest drafted
Of anybody on the team.
Of
anybody on the team.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Lowest could have been the right word.
Lowest,
Okay.
Yeah.
So we got like Nathan Walker or you know what? Yeah, give me the options, please.
Matthew Kessel, Tyler Tucker, or Hunter Skinner.
Let's go with old TT. Tyler Tucker. Final answer.
All right.
Okay.
Let's go over these.
I don't like how you guys sound.
CD versus Miguel in hockey. The Colorado Avalanche have only lost one game in regulation so far this season. Which team handed them the regulation loss? You both said the Penguins. Correct answer is
Black and gold, baby. Boston Bruins.
the Boston Bruins. The answer we were looking for. We got a 0-0 tie.
Like that, no?
Name the only team in the Western Conference still without a loss in overtime or shootout. Miguel, you said the Winnipeg Jets. Carey, you said the Utah Mammoth. Correct answer is
The Winnipeg Jets.
Carey is down 1-0.
Oof. Okay.
Name the Blues player on the current roster that was taken latest or lowest in the NHL draft. Carey said Tyler Tucker. Miguel said Hunter Skinner. Correct answer is
Old double T, Tyler Tucker.
Hey,
we're all tied up. He was taken in the 7th round, 200th overall. We're all tied up. Comes down to this. Who is currently the Blues' oldest player? Carey, without the options, went Justin Falk. Miguel, with the options, went with Braden Shen.
Forgot about Braden Shen.
You know who else you guys also forgot about?
Jamie Rivers, seventh defenseman.
Yep, thank you. Just signed, baby.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, if it's Braden Shen, if it's Braden Shen, Miguel wins. If it's Justin Falk, Carey wins. Miguel.
Walk it off.
Correct answer is
Cam Fowler.
Cam Fowler is the oldest player.
You go Cam Fowler.
I
was like,
I was.
Then you never said his name again.
Was Justin Falk even an option?
No.
Damn it.
Cam Fowler, Braden Shen, Nick Bugstad. Those are the options.
Wow, here we go.
Wow.
This is how it's going to work. Miguel, you're going to hold off.
I told you that.
Miguel, you're going to hold off on your answer. Carey's going to write down his answer. Closest to the pin is going to win. We will have a winner today. You guys ready? Carey, you ready?
Yes.
All right. How many goals did the Blues score last season? How many goals did the Blues score last season? Closest to the pin is going to win today. Carey's thinking about it. I'm sure Miguel is thinking about his answer as well.
Okay.
We do have an answer from Carey. Miguel, what is yours?
I'm going to go 184.
Okay.
Need a calculator.
Jamie, how many goals did the Blues score last season? Carey, you wrote down?
240.
Miguel said at 184. Correct answer is?
250.
Miguel.
You have chosen poorly.
You lose.
Carey almost on the number.
Almost right on
Almost
it, man.
on the number.
He was doing his 3.82 goals a game.
3 times 8, 3 times 82.
Nice job.
3 goals a game. Yeah, and then I subtract. Yeah.
Way to go, man.
Mm-hmm.
Way to go.
Yeah, Miguel's not impressed.
No, Miguel's pissed. He don't care about your math.
Nope.
Miguel, hell of a run, man. Hell of a run.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right.
I had fun.
Good.
Thanks,
we appreciate
Miguel.
you
Take care,
listening.
buddy.
We appreciate you listening. Thanks, man.
Oh, he hates
Miguel hates us. I don't blame him. He's a competitor.
He's upset. He is.
He's Bennington right now. He's pissed.
He's mad.
He wasn't
saying I love you, though.
No, he wasn't.
Miguel played his butt off.
Yeah, he did.
It was great.
Yep.
Those questions were really tough.
They were really tough. You needed Tyler Tucker, or else you're not even getting to the tiebreaker.
No.
You needed Tyler Tucker.
You got to start getting away from the Pittsburgh stuff.
Yeah, it was just.
Well, no, it helped him. The TT.
Yeah, TT. I don't know.
Isn't that what you called James
Tyler
Ferry?
Tucker? No.
No, who was that?
We called Potsy.
Potsy.
Yeah.
Gotcha. TT. I don't know. I have no idea. I just made that up.
Potsy.
It's like me calling, I don't know, Guy earlier.
You know, it was Guy.
Guy. No, what I'm saying was it was that guy. That guy. That guy. That was.
You know, that guy from Canada. The funny name.
Yeah. Guy.
Potsy.
Nice job, Carey. Nice job. Miguel was starting to become a bit of a pain.
He was a problem, man.
Yeah, I was starting to get worried, too. I'm like, oh, man, I have to save opportunity. Miguel's been on his game.
Nice job, Carey. Nice job. All right. The Last Minute Blues podcast going live at Hot Shots in Fenton on Tuesday, December 16th, in support of Operation Food Search. Bring a canned or non-perishable food donation and score one of the brand new Last Minute Blues podcast stickers. You'll have a chance to win a signed Jordan Binnington jersey, tickets to multiple upcoming Blues home games, and even a chance to potentially play our game Good Puck, Bad Puck. Plus, Alex Ferrario, Jeremy Rutherford, and Donnie Fandango will host a live edition of the Last Minute Blues podcast featuring a few special guests that you won't want to miss. Get all the details on the live Last Minute Blues podcast on December 16th at Hot Shots Fenton, now at 101ESPN.com. Speaking of the Blues.
Guys.
Whoa, what's up?
We have an issue here.
Uh-oh.
Braden Shen is older than Cam Fowler.
Is he?
Yes.
But
oh no,
did he say Braden Shen?
He took the options and said Braden Shen.
It doesn't matter. He would have won.
Braden Shen, 34 years old, August 22nd, 1991 birthday. Cam Fowler, 33, December 5th, 1991.
Hang on here.
Say that again.
Yeah.
Cam Fowler, what?
Cam Fowler's birthday, December 5th, 1991, whereas Braden Shen's birthday is August 22nd of 1991.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, 34 for Shen, 33 Fowler.
Miguel won.
33 Justin Falk.
Miguel won.
Miguel won.
We'll have to bring him back for round.
Braden Shen, it would give him 1 point at 2 to 1.
Oh, Carey.
Wow.
One thing I know about rules, once the game is over, the game is called. You can't go back and give someone a win after you call the game. Jamie,
there is precedent.
There is no precedent where a win is called. Marshy hit the sounder. You have chosen poorly.
Wow, Carey.
The sounder already sounded. That
Marshy,
like the
this
judge
sounds like you need to
banging
put
his
your ball
gavel
out there.
I don't think there needs to be a penalty.
He won.
I won't sit in the penalty box, though.
I can get behind that.
I can get behind that, too.
Wait, who won?
Yeah.
He won.
Miguel won.
If the answer is wrong, the test taker marked the answer incorrectly.
Miguel, if you're still listening.
I fought my button. Good fight, Miguel.
You won, man.
But you just said the game was over.
If you're going to say you won, that's fine. Based on the rules, I won't fight.
He said Braden
I just ain't
Shen.
sitting in that box.
Let's meet in the middle.
The hell with that.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
All right.
Stand in the middle of the room.
I ain't standing there either.
We'll have him back for round 4.
Official ruling. Miguel wins. Wow. He advances.
Wow.
And he will take on Jamie Rivers tomorrow in the Gauntlet Championship.
All right. Can't wait.
But Carey does not have to sit in the penalty box.
I think that's crap.
You would. Miguel, good luck tomorrow, buddy.
This is like the Denver Broncos. They just keep finding ways to win, and you're like, how?
Carey, except for when they lost to the Colts. That was this. Carey thought the game was over.
It was over, man.
Then the flag came out.
Penalty flag comes out, and,
and Miguel got a re-kick, and he hit it.
Wow.
All right. Miguel is back tomorrow, so hopefully he's still listening. Have his opportunity.
Now you're talking about justice for Miguel. We just gave him the win,
the
man.
justice. Yeah, you don't
have to text that in.
All right, let's go with Bet the Board next. All right, we'll go with Bet the Board next. We'll recollect ourselves. And
you're taking a beat.
I said the man won. I just said based on the sounder, I'm not sitting over there. I've done got my mind set up.
Look, we've already reviewed.
Yeah, but you sit in the penalty box. You look, hey, man.
Don't be an ass, CD.
Sit in the pit.
All right. So I think Carey should spend 2 segments.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, Bet the Board is next on 101 ESPN.
The world's largest sports book is finally here in the state of Missouri. It is Circus Sports, and man, are they excited to be here in the state of Missouri. A couple things about Circus Sports you need to know. Derek Stevens is the face of Circus Sports, and not only does he own the casino, but he's out there all the time talking to people, asking people what they love about Circus Sports, what they can change, what they can improve, all of those things. So, do me a favor. Go to any app store or the Google Play Store, download Circus Sports. It's a brand new logo. It's a white logo. Download that, and you can start betting like a pro immediately. You got a bookie in the palm of your hand with the world's largest sports book attached to it, which, by the way, has the best odds of any app that is out there. In Circus Sports, they celebrate their winners. So if you're winning a lot, they don't minimize your bet or close your window or limit you to think. No, they're happy that you're winning. That's what separates them from everybody else. So please download that Circus Sports white logo today. Don't miss out on any of the action. So many great things happening right now with my friends at Circus Sports. If you or someone you know may have a problem with gambling, call 1-800-GAMBLER or text ILGAMB to 833-234.
It's the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN with Andrew Marsh and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. And Carey Davis has decided that he will go to the penalty box. Now, we won't mention what he said in the break to the people that were riding him. Yeah. But Carey has decided he will go into the penalty box. So he will honor the loss to Miguel in the Gauntlet by sitting in the penalty box. Carey, how you feeling?
Nah, I can't hardly hear you guys. So are you talking to me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm over here preparing some paperwork.
All right.
Some of the messages that I received, kind of stressful over here.
Okay. Fair. Absolutely fair.
Hey, you know what we should do is, Carey was reminiscing with me about his childhood because we shared similar experiences about being kicked out of the classroom, being in the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Carey shared with me that the worst one he hated was being put like in the corner and then had like the little barricade to block him in so that nobody could see him.
Facing the corner. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We should build a little thing and make it so that nobody can
just hear my voice.
Well, Carey, you're an honorable man.
Yeah.
Sure.
Miguel won fair and square. Is a mistake on the test writer.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
What do you think of that?
That person should, we had to call you to the carpet. Not saying any names. We'll talk about it, though. You know?
I can't believe Grant did that to you. All right, Marsh.
Yes.
What are the latest standings?
All right, so Jamie and I are tied with 1 point. Anthony, you and Carey are at 0.
Thanks a lot, Theo Johnson.
Man.
Why don't you hang on to that ball that you got crushed on?
Drake May, you had a hell of a day. You just didn't throw enough to Stephon Diggs.
It was a weird script last night.
Everybody was getting the ball, but
back to script again.
Why use
that word script?
It was a weird game script.
That's kind of
They used Ramondre Stevenson.
Why are you using Ramondre Stevenson and Trevion Henderson has shown you? Give him the damn ball, man.
Drake May was throwing it to DeMario Douglas and Mac Hollins.
Mac Hollins comes to the games with no shoes on.
I know.
Every game.
It's weird.
He had a tire in his hand and a tire iron last night.
He's a bit of a psychopath. Competitive dude, though.
Strange individual.
All right. Marsh, you're up.
All right, I'm going to go with the Dallas Stars tonight. They take on the New York Rangers. Dallas, in their last 4 games, they are 4-0, and they've scored over 2 goals in all 4 of those games. They take on the Rangers, who are not good at home unless they're playing the Blues. So give me the Dallas Stars over 2.5 team total. And that's at -150.
All right, Jamie.
Toronto Maple Leafs visiting the Florida Panthers. The over for the first period is 1.5. I'm going to take the over. -145.
Okay.
Is it on me, Anthony?
No, sir.
Oh.
Wait your turn. In the corner back there.
I'm going to go to the hardwood.
I bet you are.
Why?
I'm going to Eugene, Oregon.
Oh.
Give me the USC Trojans. -1.5 against Oregon.
He hates Oregon. He hates their court. He hates their football team.
Like my pick.
He hates
I love
ducks.
Yeah.
I saw Marsh today.
I don't hate ducks.
There were ducks.
I actually like ducks.
There were ducks outside. Marsh was chasing.
He was booing them.
all.
That's what
He
he's
says,
doing.
I hate your uniforms.
No.
Yeah, he did.
I actually really like ducks.
And the
I'd
mallard
to
was
own
like,
one.
I can't change my uniform. Marsh says, you just try harder.
I don't like mallards, though. You know, the Quad City Mallards were a rival of the Missouri River Otters back in the day.
Sure. Yeah,
Wasn't a big
naturally.
fan of the mallards. But I do like ducks, though. You know,
A mallard is a
little-
duck, Andrew.
Yeah, but I don't like that team, you know? I like the cute ducks, you know?
Yeah,
right.
Which ones are those?
The little yellow ones.
Those are chicks.
Well, they're ducks, too.
No. Is it?
The
Baby
babies
duck?
are chicks.
They called
ducks.
chicks? I thought chickens called chicks.
Those are called chicken.
No. Baby chickens are called chicks.
Baby ducks are ducklings.
Yeah. Just so chick off.
Chickens are baby chicks. Right?
I like chicks too, Anthony.
Yeah.
They are cute.
Most of them.
Yeah. Keep moving. I'm going to go Draymond Green and Jalen Williams tonight Over 12 rebounds.
Over 12 rebounds.
Combo play.
Huh.
Minus 121.
A combo platter, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Carey, you have served your punishment.
I appreciate it. Good people, you're welcome.
And the good people of St. Charles, go see Carey this weekend at Genesis of St. Charles. You can join Carey and 101 ESPN this Saturday at Genesis of St. Charles for an afternoon, I should say, filled with festive family fun. This Saturday from 1 to 3, bring the whole family for face painting, a coffee, and hot cocoa. Special appearance by Louie and the Blue Crew, and you can even grab a photo with Louie in his Santa hat. Plus, Carey will have your chance to win 101 prizes, including a signed Blues puck. Go puck yourself, huh, Carey? That's this Saturday from 1 to 3 at Genesis of St. Charles, located at 5601 Veterans Memorial Parkway. Get details at 101ESPN.com. Maybe you'll sign something that says, go puck yourself.
That's more of a hockey thing, I would assume.
Well, since it's a hockey puck, it's fine.
Oh, okay.
Louie's going to be there.
Yeah, Louie will be there. How much more hockey does it get?
Right?
A bear with no pants and a hockey puck.
Sure.
It is perfect.
All right, Louie.
Let's party.
What grade, speaking of those Blues, what grade would we give those Blues at the quarter mark of the season?
Sure, after a loss last night, huh?
And is F appropriate?
Why didn't we do this yesterday?
We tried. You said no.
No, you didn't.
That's next on 101 ESPN.
You jerk.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. We will talk with Jim Montgomery in less than 30 minutes. Jim Montgomery at 5 o'clock, Blues head coach. We'll talk about last night's loss to the Anaheim Ducks, 4-1 the final. Blues back in action on Thursday, taking on the Boston Bruins. Puck drop is at 6 with the pregame starting at 5 o'clock. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. See them at Londoff.com. Chevy, together we drive. Are you kidding me?
On 101 ESPN, what grade would you give the Blues at the quarter mark of the season? I'd give them a D.
Bet you would.
Yep, I'd give them a D. They failed expectations thus far. I wouldn't give them an F because they have been collecting points.
Yeah.
But expectations not good. If you want to dive into some of the stats, sure. They don't look good. Penalty kill, not great. Power play. Last night spoke for itself. Can't say the coaching staff is maximizing the players that do have. Players can't say that the players have, performed at their best. They haven't. It's ugly. Now the injuries continue to pile up. I wouldn't go as low as an F, but I would give him that D.
JR gave him an F.
Did he?
He did. Wow.
See, I would give them an F if they had no chance. Like, when you look at the standings and it's like just like no chance. But that's not the case here. And people can have their opinion, and opinions are great, and it can be all of those things, but the numbers don't lie. Now, the numbers, as far as like some of these categories, they're not lying. This is why your team is not in the playoffs. But the numbers also show me that they're only 3 points out of a playoff spot. So, or 4. So let's say 4 points because the Seattle Kraken have only played 24 games and the Blues have played 27. The San Jose Sharks, your team, Anthony, 27 games played, 29 points. The St. Louis Blues, 27 games played, 25 points. So if we're doing it like apples to apples, you're 4 points out of a playoff spot behind the Sharks in this wild card thing. So to me, that's not an F. An F would be like Nashville. They're at 20 points right now. They're no chance, Nashville. And with the salary cap and with the amount of money they're spending, like they're way worse than the Blues when it comes to their grading. Now, I'm not deflecting at all here, but I'm with you. I think overall for the Blues, the proper grade is D.
So JR writes in this article talking about the the grades at the quarter mark of the century. He writes, if you had told fans at the beginning of the season,
100.
Did I say century? I meant season.
Okay,
that makes more sense.
We knew, but CD, just
you looked at me and was confused.
I did too.
You were confused.
Are we not, though, at the quarter mark of the century? I think we are.
We are.
We're
spot on.
We are.
I'll keep going.
What do you guys have to say to Marshall?
I apologize.
We're sorry.
Carey apologized to me for at least something.
Who says he was talking about the Blues? He was talking about us as a civilization. Okay?
I didn't realize that he stuck his arm out to make the turn.
Yeah. You don't make the right turn. You got to make the
I'm not even reading it anymore. Basically,
and stop is down. Although my rotator cuff doesn't work very good.
I'll paraphrase. Based on expectations that we had going into the season, he would give them an F.
Okay.
Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
Based on expectations?
Based on expectations, F. Yeah.
I agree. I think we were so excited about what this team had coming back. But that's why I often say, like, year after year, you can never expect – the team is never the same. Like, 1 year to the next year, it's never, no matter what level you're in, if it's high school, guys graduate, college guys graduate or go to the NFL or transfer. In the pros, guys retire, become free agents, get traded. So your team from 1 year to the next is never the same. You can have some of the same core guys, but the team as a whole,
Jamie,
Marshy,
Anthony,
Carey.
Thank you. Is never going to be the same. Good job, guys. Mm-hmm. It's never going to be the same. So you just, it is a bit frustrating to see the lack of success that they are having right now. And I know you can say, they're a couple of games out of a playoff spot, but I don't think that's the expectation, like you talked about coming into the season. The expectation was this team was going to kind of continue to build off of what they did to end last season, minus the playoff exit. But the way you ended last season, you expected this team to jump right back into that mode, and they haven't done so just yet.
Yeah, that's the mentality of the team down the street. Or at least it was. Things have changed now.
Things have changed now, Mox. We're getting rid of those players.
We're trying to.
Yeah, that's actually more accurate. We got rid of one of those players. The rest will follow, though. Let's be honest. Yeah.
If you build it.
Is that it? We're just grading them like as the team? Yeah. We're not grading like positions? And
no need to. As a team.
Well, why are we just like, why one big blanket like
They're a team.
They're a team.
I know.
But hey, why don't we grade their special teams?
Nah, that's fine.
Why don't we grade their shots per game?
Coming up next here.
When will the NCAA step up and actually make some changes to their damn calendar?
Oh.
Because if they did, Marsh, maybe Lane Kiffin's still at Ole Miss. Probably not. But when will they step up and actually make some real changes for once in their damn lives? That's next on 101 ESPN.
Jamie Rivers here. Did you know Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, and Shad Khan are investing in U.S. farmland? That is correct. They're tired of always being nervous when they wake up. Well, maybe they're not. They've got so much money, it doesn't matter. But I know I'm tired of waking up in the morning, checking out the stock market, and realizing that I'm just stressed out. It's up, it's down, it's all around. It's like a roller coaster at Six Flags. I'm tired of that. This is why I talked to Chris Bronner over at AgVest. And we talked about U.S. farmland, and he told me the reason people are loving U.S. farmland is because you're getting steady returns, long-term growth, and real stability. So no matter what the stock market is doing on said day, U.S. farmland usually isn't affected by it at all. And year after year, there's appreciation to the land and the farm itself, so you're getting that steady growth that we talked about. And if you own farmland, AgVest can help you maximize its value with full-service management. Whether it's sourcing, diligence to rent, or even tenant selection, Chris Bronner and his staff are there to help you out. So please call AgVest founder Chris Bronner at 618-520-7022. That's 618-520-7022, or visit agvestadvisors.com. Buy land. They're not making it anymore.
It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. So one of the things that Lane Kiffin said in his press conference yesterday after being announced as the head coach of LSU that, hey, there's no other way to do it. No other way to leave Ole Miss, man. What do you want from me? Is what he.
Guy's a victim.
Exactly. That's basically what he said. No better way to do it. One of the reasons that he was saying that is because, well, the college football schedule throughout the year sets it up where you have to be recruiting right now. I mean, you're always recruiting, obviously, but when it comes to the way the schedule breaks down, a lot of it, if you're not in place at your next job, if you are taking the next job, if you're not in place by now, you're gonna miss out on the attacking the transfer portal and getting your staff set up and things like that. So, Carey, you wanted to discuss when the NCAA will actually step up and make some changes. So perhaps this won't happen in the future where coaches are leaving their programs before a playoff game or a conference championship game.
Yeah, it's a extremely difficult time for college coaches. I was listening to Brett Bielema talk about it, and this is probably going to be the craziest time for all of these college coaches with all of the firings and all of the how it trickles down and impacts different staffs, along with the transfer portal, along with college football playoffs and early signing day. All of these things are happening right now. Like it's beginning to happen, and that's why Lane Kiffin is saying, hey, if I'm going to go to a different school, which is well within his right, I have to leave now. But it's unfair to the team that I have here because we're in a college football playoff opportunity. We have a chance to win a national championship. And I heard a coach, I think I was talking to a coach, and he said to explain it in terms of NFL, like how chaotic it is, it would be like having free agency, the combine, the draft, and OTAs all at the same time. Like in a 2-week span. Like you're trying to sign free agents, you're trying to evaluate current players coming into the draft, you're trying to draft those players, and it's all happening right now. And people will say, well, just do the transfer portal later. You can't. Like you have to have those players into those new schools. It has to match up with the college semester when that school actually starts school. So you can't go mid-February, January. The second semester has already begun. So you have to have those players signed, enrolled, in classes, all of those things before the school year, before the second semester starts. So that puts kind of a strain and stress on that. The only option that I think would make the most sense would be to move up the schedule a week earlier. And then instead of having, that time off where you have the bowl the bowl games or the college football conference championships, move all of that up. The timeline needs to move up a couple of weeks. So you're now playing those games back to back, and then you can have your transfer window. You can have one transfer window. Have that. You can have your early signing day. You can have all of those coaches finished. You might have 2 or 4 teams still working because that comes with it. If you can't get to recruiting early, you're probably in a really good space to win a national championship. So woe is me. Nobody really is going to hear your complaints. But everyone else can get started and start to move in the right direction. And it gives those college players enough time where they don't have to quit on their team and make a decision and leave that team while they're preparing for a bowl game, while they're preparing for a college football playoff run so that they can get into the transfer portal. It just puts everyone in a good place to be able to have the timeline match up, and you don't have to rush everything, and you don't have kids out of place, you don't have coaches out of place, and everybody it seems like everybody will be in a good space at that point.
Or if you want to transfer, have that transfer portal open after the second semester.
Yeah, you could do that.
And you know what? You're going to miss spring practice. You're going to miss some stuff.
You're going to miss a lot.
But that's kind of the risk you take. Because at least coaches are now finishing up. You don't have to. Lane Kiffin, you can coach your Ole Miss program that you say is so important to you in the college football playoff. And then you can go to, as soon as you get eliminated, you could go to LSU because your season's over with. Yeah. Right? But you cannot transfer, if you're a player, until the second semester's over with.
That would be now you're running into a situation where so for me, that could be problematic, right? Because if I'm still there for the second semester and I know I'm transferring, well, then I'm not going to participate in spring football. I'm not going to participate in any of those things.
Sure.
Because why? Because I can get hurt. But then what does the coaching staff have the right to do? Remove you from your scholarship. So if we're going to, it's so difficult to say this is a college football student athlete perspective. Like we're intermingling student athlete and professionalism, because technically they are student athletes. So the college aspect of it is the most important part. Air quotes. It should be. So if you're telling me, well, I'm going to transfer in this portal, which is in May or June, I'm not participating in anything. College coach is going to say, okay, cool. Your scholarship is gone. You're null and void. You're done. And so now you're putting the student athlete in a bad position to not get an education.
Write it in. Scholarship lasts as long as the semester lasts.
Yeah. So can I ask you a question?
We got Monty here in.
All right. Never mind. My question was dumb anyways, Anthony. It's fine.
No.
I don't think it was.
It wasn't.
That's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
How about you ask it, and then I'll cut Carey off and say we got Jim Montgomery coming up next.
My only question was that why can't we just make one transfer portal when school is over? Just one.
And that's what they've done. I believe this year is one transfer portal.
Never mind to having to leave. Just go.
But when it happens is the difficult part, because it's in December instead of in January, which is in the middle of all the chaos.
When is the college year over? What month?
The semester?
Scholastically.
The semester should end right around Christmas. Yeah, Christmas.
Yeah, but for the whole.
So from
because my kid went to school until May.
December 22nd. You talking about the school year?
My daughter went to school till May.
The second semester ends in May.
September to May.
Why not make it there?
In May?
That's what I was saying.
That's what he said. And I just explained why it would be
you
difficult.
kept talking about like the middle of the season, middle of the school year.
Well, that's what he said, and I gave an answer to why it would be difficult. You didn't have your glasses
Jim
on.
Montgomery next on 101 ESPN.
It's dumb, I told you. Anthony never fails. People are always talking to me about low testosterone, and they hear us talking about mentality, and then they're wondering about the benefits of peptides and all these things. I mean, yeah, sure, ask me. I'll tell you all about it. But if you really want to find out, go into one of Mentality's locations. Check it out in Chesterfield or South County. Get in there. Tell them that Anthony and Jamie sent you in. Any question you have, they're going to answer for you. And not only are they going to give you answers, they're going to give you answers that educate you at the same time. And then I found it really eye-opening once they do all your blood work and they sit there and they show you exactly what they're looking for, what's good, what's bad. If you have any questions, they go right to the blood work, show you what's going on.
Yeah. And
sometimes they even detect things that you didn't even know were going on at that point. That's why Mentality's best.
They are the best. I went there earlier today. I'm on their program just like Jamie is. You feel the difference. You feel the difference when it comes to being on their program from an energy standpoint, from a strength standpoint, just from a focus standpoint. So stop constantly chasing the stuff that only lasts for maybe an hour, like your energy drinks, stuff like that. Actually go with something that works. Go with Mentality. Like Jamie said, 2 different locations, one in Chesterfield, one in South County. Tell them Jamie and Anthony sent you, and they'll love to hear that. But jump on the program. Be the man that you want to be, especially at the start of the new year. Set yourself up right with Mentality.
with the head coach of your St. Louis Blues, Jim Montgomery. Coach Monty is presented by Fisher Window and Doors Store, offering quality American-made Marvin windows and doors. Visit their showrooms in Brentwood and East Alton, Illinois.
5:02, your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler with Carey Davis and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. Let's head to the Collier and Thompson phone line. We're joined by the Blues head coach, Jim Montgomery, who joins us each and every week during the Blues season. Monty, how are you?
Gentlemen, I'm doing well. How are you guys?
We're doing good on this cold, snowy day here in St. Louis. Coach, obviously a big topic of conversation today has been about Jordan Binnington. Two-part question for you. One, what led to your decision to pull Jordan, in the first period? And then what did you guys discuss when you had an opportunity to sit down and chat?
Yeah, the decision was we're down 2-0. We'd given up goals on back-to-back shots. I just felt like we needed a change of momentum in the game. When you do that with the goalie position, unfortunately, everybody knows that person's being switched out. Whereas when you demote a forward or a defenseman within the game, they still get out on the ice, so people don't notice it as much.
So, Monty, as you're making that decision in the moment, you have to know in the back of your mind, probably not popular for the player, but at the same time, you got a bigger decision to make, and that's for the outcome of the game and the best result for the team.
Well, as a coach, that's what drives all your decisions is, ultimately what's going to give the team the best opportunity for success. And I just know that in my career coaching that when I followed my gut, I've had zero regrets, and there's been a couple of times where I haven't, and it hasn't worked out as well. And you learn that early in your career when you're coaching in junior hockey and minors.
Coach, I'm sure that when that happened, as a former player, I understand, going back and forth with a coach. You understand it as well. The conversation on the ice in that moment can be heated, but right afterwards, you can have a conversation there. It becomes really respectful. How did that conversation take place, both on the ice and then afterwards when you all had to communicate about it?
Yeah, I mean, in the heat of the moment, your competitive fire and juices get the best of you. Mm-hmm. And, we both understood that we didn't handle the moment the best we could have. At the end of the period, I walked in the dressing room and, he was standing there like the pro that he is and the great warrior that he is, because we all know what he's done for the Blues in his career. And, we quickly said, let's move past this. We know that's not the best of us, and we just moved right past it. It was over and done with. Basically, it was over and done with before we apologized because we both moved past it.
Hey, Coach, last night, tough result for your team. But, you guys have been getting points frequently, maybe not in the fashion that you've wanted as far as just kind of one-pointing along in some of these games. But when you look back at last night, what's something that you think stands out to you as to why maybe you couldn't generate offensively against Anaheim?
Yeah, I just thought that we didn't penetrate middle ice well enough on entries and in the offensive zone. We didn't seem to be in sync and rhythm with when forwards were going in net and when pucks were going in net from defensemen, or when guys were shooting the puck and guys were not going to the net. We just seemed disjointed offensively, couldn't get into a sustainable rhythm that would allow us to put Anaheim on their heels. Not that they generated all that much either, because it really was a non-eventful offensive game. But, they capitalized on their chances better than we did.
Coach Jim Montgomery joining us right now in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Lost in the exchange and everything is the fact that Joel Hofer stepped up and he played sensational. What is he doing now that has led to his recent success, Monty, that wasn't there earlier in the year when he was having some struggles?
Well, I don't know the technical terms of the goalie, but you can just tell as a coach that you're just a lot more comfortable when anything's going to the net. He's seeing the puck well. And, Jordan Binnington in those last 5 outings, 4 were spectacular, and, we've been our goaltenders have been spectacular for the last 6 weeks consistently for us, and that's why we are getting points and we're in every game because of the effort of our goalie tandem. But in particular with Joel Hofer, he just seems to be seeing the puck really well, tracking it well, and continuing to make good. Both of them are outstanding at playing the puck.
Coach, you all are starting to have a few injuries that are building up. How do you keep those guys that are currently playing and actively on the roster, how do you keep them from trying to do too much to maybe compensate for some of the things that are going on outside of, what they've had, what they can control?
Yeah, I mean, you just try and reiterate to players that they got to do their job, whatever their role is. The painter's got to paint and the worker's got to work. And that's just as simple as that. The guys that we rely on to produce offense and play 200-foot hockey versus the guys that we rely on to create energy and be physical. The players know their roles. They know what's expected of them. And, so a lot of that's not going to change. It's a couple of new players that are coming up will be expected to handle some of the great qualities that guys like Torpachenko, Snuggerud, and Walker give to us.
Coach, last night, obviously a ton of power play opportunities. It wasn't too long ago. You guys were top 10 in the NHL in power play. It's fallen a little bit. Those things happen. But, what are you seeing from your power play that maybe has changed just a little bit or maybe, changed the result you're getting?
Yeah, I just think the convergence towards the net, it seems like we're pulling away. We don't have enough sticks at the net. In the end, offensively, 5-on-5 and the power play, we haven't been good enough here in the last, maybe it's 2 to 3 weeks. And that's the next evolution of our game. I think that that needs to really develop. Our defensive side of the game, we've become harder to play against. We're giving up less goals. We're giving up less shots. We're giving up less grade A chances. We need to improve how much we're getting the other way, and that's going to need all of our players to have a more concerted effort getting to hard areas. The hard areas are right around the net front. That's why people defend that area so hard, because the closer you are to the net, the better chances you are to score. I mean, that's the biggest analytics of all time. It's just like same thing. You're going to score more if you're on third base than if you're on first.
Makes sense, certainly, especially to Jamie.
That really helps me out, actually. Thank you.
Coach Jim Montgomery joining us right now on the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Coach, it's interesting you say that. I mean, as a coach, you're always, that's what you want to do. You want to coach. But do you feel as though that coming into the season, you'd be further along than, fixing the defense, and now you're talking about evolution of the offense? Or did you not give that any thought, and you just, every season is kind of like a snowflake, and it's going to be different?
Well, every season, it's going to be different. You can, we do return 20 of 23 players, I believe, this year when we started the season. So we expect it to be a more fluid, faster start than what our record is. And, quite honestly, just even our last 10 games, I think we're 3-3-4. We haven't really taking control of, if we win of those 4, if we win 2 of those, well, now all of a sudden we're 5-2-4. It's a big difference. My math's probably not right there, but
yeah, we can't do it anyways.
We can't call you out. We don't know the difference either way.
Nope.
Yeah. So 5-3-2. That's what it is.
One of your kids step in and help you there, Monty? Hey, Coach. 3-game road trip coming up here. Last time we were on the road was a long one. It was a 10-day, 5 games. This is going to be a little quicker for you guys. Coming off what I would call a successful homestand. One blemish on the record for that. But, what's the focus going into this road trip? You're going to have not necessarily a new roster, but some new pieces to your roster, new look for some of the lines. And, what's the focus here?
Well, the focus is going to be to have a good practice tomorrow, to get ready to go into Boston, who's playing really well, a team that's playing really physical. So, a lot of times when you're going into a place where a team's really physical, it elevates your own physicality and drags you into a war, which wouldn't be so bad for our team to go into with a little bit of a war mindset, to be able to work together and come out on top on the road together.
Well, Monty, we appreciate the time. Thank you for stopping in, and we'll check back with you again next week.
Thanks for having me, guys. Appreciate it.
It's our pleasure.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Coach.
Appreciate you.
Okay.
Take care. That's Coach Jim Montgomery here in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. It sounds like the Bennington thing's just much ado about nothing.
It's sports.
Kind of what I chalked it up to last night. I mean,
if you are and I would even say collegiate player or especially at the highest level, if you haven't cussed at a coach or he hasn't cussed at you,
you haven't lived.
You haven't played. You ain't playing, man. If you have never been cussed out by your coach or you have never given it back to him, you're probably watching most of the games on the sidelines or on the bench. Like you're not involved in the action because when you're in it, it's not a disrespectful thing. It can be, but when you have two people that are professional and they respect one another, you know that it's just a moment and not the relationship. It's not who they are.
And there's one difference to this that should be. We haven't said it all day, but it just hit me. Is when you have an elite goaltender like Jordan Binnington or just a player that you know is laying it on the line and wants to win more than anything else. And that individual goes back and forth with the coach, and the coach is, F you, or I love you, whatever Monty was saying about that stuff, right? It's way different, the impact on the team, as opposed to if you have a player that you know is not pulling their weight, and that player then fires back at the coach.
Yeah, right.
And you're like, whoa, Miss Lippy.
Yeah.
We're not doing that here. Because that's a bad look. One, you're not a good player right now. You're not playing well. You're not consistent. You don't show up every day at practice. You don't do these. You're not going to do that to the coach. Mm-hmm. This is different. This is Jordan Binnington. He's a Stanley Cup champion, and he cares. He's the ultimate competitor. Monty has all the respect in the world for him, and it's done with. It's over.
Yep. This reminds me of that story that Ryan Reeves told about Ken Hitchcock when they had a back and forth and he was yelling at Hitch, and then all of a sudden he goes back and apologizes, and Hitch is like, I don't know what you're talking about, Revo.
Yeah. He's like, I don't even know what you're talking about anymore.
But that's what, basically what you're explaining. It's there, it happens, and then it's done. You move on because there's more important things to worry about, not only in that specific game, but for the rest of the season.
Also, we got the stack up coming up, so it's more important to
speaking
know
of
that. Yeah. The most entertaining 15 minutes of radio coming at you next on 101 ESPN. Yeah.
The weather is slippery, icy, snowy. Get your tires checked. Make sure that they're ready for this weather as you experienced in the last 24 hours or so. Tires are important. You see people sliding all over the road, and you don't want that to be you. That's for sure. We want everybody safe and sound here in the St. Louis area. That's why I'm telling you, get over to Pure Performance. My friends over at Pure Performance, they have tires for every single vehicle out there on the road right now. Not just the oversized tires or the off-road tires. No, they've got something for everybody. And they're going to check your treads. They're going to show you, hey, look, you still got 6 months left, 8 months, or hey, I'd get some tires now. That stuff's important. Not many people check that out, so get over there and do that. While you're there, their 25,000 square foot facility, it's unbelievable. It's a giant playground for aftermarket modifications, whether it's lift kits, light kits, leveling kits, tinted windows. I mean, you name it, they've got it for you over there. So please head out to St. Peter's. It's not that far at all. Cave Springs Boulevard exit. Get over to the facility, walk in, ask for Shelby or Paul. Tell them that Jamie Rivers sent you in, and they're going to take care of whatever you're looking to do here on that specific day. So again, get there, check things out, or get there online at pureperformance.com. That's pure, P-U-R, performance.com.
Stack up.
Time for the Stalter and Fast Lane stack up. Actually, we just transitioned it to the Fast Lane stack up. So
This is Stalter fact.
nah,
This is Stalter stack up.
no.
We took it away from him. He got a little cocky and arrogant.
It's a collaborative effort now. So that's how it works. You'll have an opportunity to present a team. If you are, combined with another person of the Fast Lane, then you may have an opportunity to have that team solidified for you in the top 10.
Could be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Number one.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
Yes, sir.
Peasy.
Yeah. Patriots.
Let's go, baby.
All say aye. Aye. All right, the Patriots, number one team
Number 2, easy too.
in the nation.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, it's easy.
Who you have?
Marsh's favorite, the Denver Broncos. Don't have to like them. It doesn't have to look pretty. They're 10-2, boys. 6-0 at home.
I'm not going by
And they've won
records.
9 in a row. If they'd won 1 in a row, but they've won 9 in a friggin' row.
I'm not going to be able to do it.
Not getting that. Who do you have, Gary?
I got the Bears.
The Bears.
The Bears. Hey, you watch this team play? We keep saying they ain't playing nobody. They just winning games, baby. Winning games. And they got coaches taking the shirts off in the locker room, giving the entire city free hot dogs, man. What better way to win a game and get everybody a hot dog? Take your shirt off, get a hot dog. Damn. Ben Johnson's
shirt off,
pretty
get
damn
the
good.
wiener.
Yep, Wiener Circle. That was the name of the restaurant.
Marsh's game.
That was
It's a different game.
Marsh, who do you have here?
Well, everything that Carey said, I absolutely hate. And why do I hate it? Because I agree with him. The Chicago Bears, number 2.
the Bears.
Anthony.
You're not going to like my answer because I'm not going to be as overreactant as you guys are.
Over
And I don't
9 in a row is overreacting?
I think he's talking about us.
He's talking about me and him.
Sorry.
No, he's talking about
Well,
you.
he said you guys.
I'm talking about you today. Yeah, I'm talking
He's
about all
talking
of
about
you.
you too.
Yeah, see, I
all
told
of you.
I know they lost in Carolina, but the Rams are still
No,
one of the best teams in the
Nah,
league.
you're
You
wrong.
can't lose to
Bears.
that team.
Bears it is.
I'd
Can't
rather
lose
go
that
with the
team.
damn
They're,
Bears.
right now they're
Bears
in
it
first
is.
place in the NFC South.
I said
Bears
can't
it
lose
is.
to that team and still be number 2.
I'd rather go with the damn Bears. Bears it is.
Okay.
The Rams.
That's fine.
Holy moly. Now will you give me the Broncos?
I'll give you the Broncos here. I have
All
Broncos at 3.
No.
No.
I have Green Bay.
I have the Seattle Seahawks.
Broncos it is.
Broncos it is.
Yay. This is going well, Carey.
For me.
Who was 2?
Chicago.
Bears.
2, the Bears. And then the Broncos.
Denver.
Broncos.
Okay.
I got Seattle here at 4.
I got the Rams at 4.
But you had Seattle. Oh, no.
I did not.
He had Seattle.
He did. He's the
But
one.
I had the Rams too, and you guys shot it down.
What, you
He
never
got
presented
did
the Rams at 3?
Did the Rams win? I'm sorry.
I couldn't.
Did the Rams win?
They lost. Yeah.
Did the Rams win? I'm
Ugly.
sorry.
That's an ugly
To-
loss, too.
To who? Who they lose to?
Oh, Carolina.
We're just going week to week.
The Bryce. That's the damn game.
That is the game, man.
What are you talking about?
Hold on.
Who's
Who's your team?
This is preseason polls.
Who's your team?
Week, yes.
Seahawks.
Anthony, this is the problem.
Rams beat them 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Now what?
And they were ahead of them 2 weeks ago. Why the hell would they be ahead of them today when they lost to the
They
Chargers?
beat them. And don't you dare put the Seahawks ahead of the Rams,
Carolina
Mr. Miami
Panthers.
over Notre Dame.
I
Don't
didn't.
you dare.
I didn't.
After all this
I
time,
didn't do that.
you don't know the game?
Why are you pointing
It's
fingers
his
at me?
damn game.
No wonder he's fighting over
Okay.
time.
All right. No,
What
that's
is
fine.
it, week to week?
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. Number 4, I got the Jets.
Can I?
What? They won.
You're a sicko, man.
They won.
You're sick.
I got the Rams at 4.
New York Football Jets at 4.
Oh, my God. Marsh, who do you have at 4?
I have Green Bay.
Rams it is.
I don't have. No. You don't get the damn. Who do you have?
He has the Rams. I have
You
the
got
Rams.
Yeah.
You just changed it to the Jets, Mr. Spite.
I go back to the Rams.
We said you can't do
can't
that.
go back.
Remember, we said you can't do that anymore.
Fine. I'm going to ruin this whole game for everybody.
But that's the problem. You've already tried to do that. This is why we had to put the rule in.
Listen, I'm an only child. Well, I got 2 younger brothers, but I'm the only child by my mother. I know what you're doing.
Yeah,
It's my
I am.
game. If
I
I don't
fully
get the
admit it.
rules,
What do you mean I don't get the rules? If these two teams played against each other in the parking lot, I'm going to choose one
If
over
the
the
Rams
other.
played the Jets right now, the Rams would kill them.
and you just said the Jets because you want to be spiteful.
All right, so Rams at 4.
Yeah, we put the anti-spite rule in there for a reason.
Jeez.
This is terrible.
Actually, hang on. Anthony, present your team for 5.
Seattle.
Are you still hot on the Jets?
Seattle. The Seahawks. They won.
All right, I got the Seahawks at 5,
Apparently, that's the only thing that you have to qualify. That's the only qualifier. You had to win last week.
No, it's the body of work.
If it's the body of work, then the Rams should be higher.
But you also take into consideration the game that they just played.
The most recent game.
Not 2 weeks ago.
I get that.
You clearly don't.
He's going to kill us all.
I'm going.
Get that airsoft gun away from him.
I'm going on. If 2 teams played each other in the parking lot, who would I go? Who would I go with right now? That's my criteria.
All right.
Okay.
Fine.
That's good. I got
Okay.
Seahawks
I
at
present
5.
the Seahawks. Okay.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
had them
There
at
we
4.
go.
The Seahawks?
Yes.
All right.
I got Green Bay
Scumbags.
at 6 now.
I had Green Bay at 5, so I will go with Green Bay
Well,
at 6.
I had Green Bay at 5, so now we have a tie.
But I had Seattle at 3.
My goodness.
I had Seattle at 3.
I had the Eagles at 6, but I could go
They
Packers.
shouldn't even be in the top 10.
All right, Green.
Marshy, how's Minnesota doing?
Yeah, they're not good. How is it like, what?
All right.
Green Bay at
6.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got Marshall. Who do you have here at 7?
At 7, I have San Francisco.
I have the 49ers at 7 too.
I got Buffalo.
I had the 49ers at 8, so I could be persuaded.
All right.
All right. 49ers at 7.
Are we not? Where are we at?
8.
Yeah.
This is where I had the Bills.
I present you the Buffalo Bills.
All right, I guess it's Bills. I was going to go back to the Eagles, but
Nah.
I had Jacksonville.
Oof. Yeah, we'll go with the Bills.
Bottom 3 teams, it's not like it matters. They all stink.
All right, Marsh, number 9. Who would you like to present?
I mean, hold on a second. Based on your reaction, I'm going to go ahead and scratch off Jacksonville because I might not. I'm not even. There's no point of me even throwing their team name out there.
Well, yeah, I would know.
No,
Jamie and Carey could have Jacksonville.
I never know Jacksonville.
Liar. He'll never pick them again.
I don't have Jacksonville.
I don't have.
So give me Tampa Bay.
Oh, no. Brother, no.
Okay. Oh, no. Put the 2 lost the Eagles in there.
The Eagles are 8-4.
They are.
They've lost 2 in a row.
It's the body of work, but
Houston Texans.
I have the Colts despite the loss.
At number 9?
Yeah.
I'm okay with
I had the
that.
Cowboys.
Now, at 10, I got the Cowboys.
I got the Cowboys at 10.
I got the Eagles at 10.
Okay, them guys out of there.
All right. Cowboys.
Body
at
of
10.
work.
They lost last week, Anthony.
So did the Colts.
What the hell are we doing?
Why are teams?
I don't understand. I really don't understand the whole.
Why
Well,
are
if they
teams-
lost last week, then they can't be ranked.
It's not that they can't
They're
be
trending
ranked.
down.
They're trending down. The
I understand
Colts,
that. The Colts I dropped from. I mean, what did we have the Colts
They
last
were
week?
probably
2 or
number
3?
1. Right, so they dropped.
Yeah, so I put them at
Eagles
9.
were where last
There
week?
you
They
go.
were probably
See, you do
5.
get it.
Eagles were 5. So
So now
going to
they
10.
drop
That's not.
out.
That's not a 5 out.
Yeah.
He had the Eagles at 6. I had him at 10. You're yelling at me.
I had them at 6, yeah.
He's crazy. You know that? Look at him. Whatever.
The Eagles last week were 8.
Yeah.
Oh, so they dropped 2 spots.
No, they dropped their ass out.
All right, Cowboys at 10.
Cowboys at 10.
How about them Cowboys? All right, that was pretty good, guys.
Hold
We did
on.
well.
Who did you have at 10?
I have Dallas.
Oh, sweet Mary and Joseph.
They
did
just
you have?
beat them.
They beat the
They were
Eagles.
down 21 points.
Did you not watch the game?
I
We
did.
already- hold on. We know you forget that the team actually lost because a couple weeks ago, you
First of
forgot
all,
that the Bills
How
even
could you have
played.
the Eagles?
Did you forget they lost?
No,
I'm just an idiot.
Oh, man. The fact that we don't have any criteria here.
There is. We just haven't figured it out
So
yet.
you have Dallas at 10?
I got Dallas at 10.
Forget the Eagles, okay? Forget the Eagles.
Dallas has won 3 in a row.
And 2 of those teams are the Eagles and the Chiefs.
I think Tampa is better than Dallas.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
Anthony, the Cowboys have beaten the Chiefs and the Eagles. 2 of their last 3 wins. I mean, it's those 2 teams.
What are we doing?
Recently, too.
You forget they played on Thanksgiving?
No, I watched
He
it.
forgets. I know
I
you
watched
forget.
it. The Eagles. First of all, the Eagles handed the game to Dallas 2 weeks ago.
The Makers going.
That was Friday. Black
See?
Friday.
No, it was the Bears game.
That's his favorite day of the year.
It is. Not anymore though.
Why?
Oh,
Because
wait.
of you guys.
What happened?
You guys.
You watched the football game on Friday?
Yeah.
Who won that game?
The Bears.
Where did you rank them?
The Bears?
Yeah.
We have them
Wasn't
at...
it? No. Where did you
I
rank them?
4.
Okay.
We got them at 2.
We have it too.
I get that. I had them at 4.
Were they on the list
Why
last
do you
week?
not
They were
like Black
5 last
Friday
week.
anymore?
Who'd they beat?
Who ruined it?
Marsh?
They
How?
beat the Eagles.
By
That's right.
being a jerkball?
In what way? I don't understand. I'm not
Right now.
following.
So
Yeah.
we should
He's been a jerk.
definitely take into consideration
Last
week's poll.
We never do
because
that.
We never do it. So next time, put the stack up so we can, because the Rams
I wanna
were
be able to
number
compare
1,
polls.
Right.
and they lost to the Carolina Panthers,
Which is why I have
the
them falling to 2.
Seahawks. You got them falling in one spot, man.
Did
The
you?
Seahawks were 2.
Hey, Carolina?
What the hell kind of
Carolina is what? You got them in the
next year?
I get it.
When the Illini,
Here's CD's rankings, right? UMass, Florida State, Carolina Panthers, then Charlotte. You acting like the Panthers are garbage.
they shouldn't beat the Rams.
No, they really
They shouldn't beat the Rams.
Dallas is 6-5-1.
3 in a row, Anthony.
Carolina 7-6.
This is a
Tampa
week-to-week thing.
7-5. Tampa won
I didn't
with a
see-
quarterback with one shoulder.
Yeah.
Give me Tampa over Dallas at 10.
Oh, that's good. Cowboys it is.
Cowboys.
So wait, hold on a second. Indianapolis has lost 2 in a row. Why are they still in the top 10?
Well, why
They're
did you
8 and
have them
4.
there? You still said that too.
What's that?
And they're not even
agreed
winning their
with it, too.
division.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
You got the
All right.
Jacksonville Jaguars leading the
Hold on.
division.
Based on your logic, then.
Well, that's what I'm asking.
Why are you
Why am I
yelling at
asking?
Marsh?
The
I don't want
Miami,
you to
I'm
yell at
yelling at
Marsh.
all of you. The Miami Dolphins, that should be at 10. The Miami Dolphins should be at 10.
Happy teams in the top 10.
They've won 3 in a row. They've won 3 in a row. Based on your logic.
They're
Dolphins
third
have
in
won
their
3.
division.
3 in a row, though.
Oh my God!
3 in a
Do
row.
you not understand how the game goes?
You're
doesn't
fighting
want-
for Dallas. You're fighting for Dallas. Well, they've won 3 in a row. So is Miami.
Yeah, they beat the Saints,
I'm
the
pointing out.
Commanders.
I'm pointing out.
Bro,
Loose logic from you people.
there's loose something, all right.
Screws.
You know what, though?
You get, some of you were scoffing at the 49ers, who've also won 3 in a row, and they're 9-4.
Who scoffed at the 49ers?
These two.
I didn't.
You did,
What are you
definitely.
talking about?
I heard it.
I had them at 7.
I heard it.
And that's where they're at.
You're just reaching now.
A CD.
Here's the thing. You know what, though? Seattle, they've won 2 games in a row. They're actually dropping from last week 2 spots. However, they didn't score an offensive touchdown last week. That's cause for concern.
Yeah.
They didn't need to.
That's also right.
Because they
In
were
fact,
playing a team that
Anthony, they didn't need to score a touchdown last week. No. They could have kicked 1 field goal and won that game.
Wow. How'd that happen?
Max Rosemer happened.
Well, it was a combination of a few things.
That guy's athletic.
Not really.
Here's the thing about you, Carey.
Yeah, Carey.
Here's the thing. Some of these teams that you're ranking ahead of the other ones, you wouldn't pick if they were playing against each other this week. I know it.
I would pick the Cowboys over the Colts right now.
What about the Cowboys over? Where did you originally have the Cowboys? Did you have them at 10?
I had them at 10.
What about who did you have 2?
I have the Bears too.
So if the Bears were in L.A. to face the Rams this weekend, you take the Bears?
Maybe.
That's my point.
You taking the Jets?
You know why I said the Jets. You know why I said it.
Do you want me to roll through these real quick?
No.
Yeah,
I want Anthony to enjoy it. Drink it in.
Please
Anthony.
do.
All right. I'll be drinking something later. Got a lot of alcohol.
Like you already
And
have.
number 1, we had the New England Patriots. At 2, the Chicago Bears.
Shots with the Eagles 6. You have somehow wiggled away from the Eagles at 10.
Homer Simpson.
Go ahead, Mark.
At 1, the New England Patriots. At number 2, the Chicago Bears. At 3, the Denver Broncos. Our 4th best team is the New York Jets. At 5, no, I'm kidding. It's the Rams.
Hell of a kicker.
At 5, no, that's the Giants. At 5, the Seattle Seahawks. At 6, the Green Bay Packers.
Not really a kicker.
7, San Francisco 49ers. 8 is the Buffalo Bills. 9, Indianapolis Colts. And 10 is the Dallas Cowboys.
Okay. How much of the Steelers' problems are on Mike Tomlin? How much are is it his fault?
Here we go.
We'll talk about it next on 101 ESPN.
Cheap, fun. Let's get dirty with my friends over at Dirt Cheap. They are St. Louis's one-stop party shop. So many unbelievable things to pick from. Anything you want, really. They've got you covered. Got the holiday party coming up at the Rivers House, and I've already put my order in over at Dirt Cheap. Going to pick that up. How did I do that, you ask? Pretty easy. I download the Dirt Cheap app, and you start saving immediately, but you can also place your order for pickup or delivery. It's an amazing feature on the app, as well as many other things that are on there. It's awesome. Love it. And Dirt Cheap, let's not get confused here. That is the price, not the product. Love going to Dirt Cheap. People are so helpful. They'll give you recommendations about things. If you're looking for a light beer right now, Dirt Cheap carrying that Zwickel Light. It's going to be a holiday favorite before you know it. So please stop by any of the locations. Lots of beautiful locations, including their newest location out in Wentzville. Stock up for all of your holiday fun with friends and family over at Dirt Cheap. Visit them at cheapcheapfunfun.com. Again, that's cheapcheapfunfun.com. Whatever your taste, you'll find it at Dirt Cheap. Remember to order ahead with the Dirt Cheap app. And remember, have fun, but be careful out there.
ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. The Blues back in action on Thursday, taking on the Boston Bruins. They'll look to rebound after last night's loss to the Anaheim Ducks. 4-1 the final in that one. They will be without Nathan Walker. He is the latest Blue to be placed on IR. With an upper body injury, he will be re-evaluated in 8 weeks. If you missed anything from today's show, including our interview with head coach of your St. Louis Blues, Jim Montgomery, make sure you go to 101ESPN.com or check out the free Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. Just head to the podcast page. You'll find all of our interviews and all of our shows there. And it's all brought to you by the Schaefer Door Company. This Sports Center update is brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
Well, it was an ugly scene in Pittsburgh over the weekend when the Steelers lost to the Bills. And as the Steelers players and coaches were walking off the field, Mike Tomlin heard a Mike Tomlin fire chant, fire Mike Tomlin chant. How much of the Steelers' problems do fall at the feet of Mike Tomlin?
I mean, everything starts at the top. So if you aren't constructing a roster, or if your guys aren't prepared to play, or if they're not able to play to the level that they need to play in order to win games, then it falls squarely on you. And the thing I like about Mike Tomlin is he's upfront, he's honest. They asked him about, those chants, and he said, in general, I agree with it from their perspective. Football is a game, and we're in the sport of entertainment, in the entertainment business, and they aren't entertained by our play. So if they're yelling that, they're well within their right. I'm paraphrasing the last part, but that's essentially what he's saying. They are well within their right to say, fire Mike Tomlin. They're not entertained. Mm-hmm. And if you give up 249 yards, and I mean, those were that I watched some plays by the Buffalo Bills. I think they were running the same play. Inside zone, outside zone. And Anthony, I told you this, when you have a run, you got 2 runs, you essentially have 4. Because you go inside run to the right, inside run to the left, outside run to the right, outside run to that's all they ran. And ran it right at them, down their throat, one cut downhill ball, bully gang football. And that is not something that I am accustomed to seeing from the Pittsburgh Steelers. You have to earn the right to rush the passer, and you earn the right to rush the passer by stopping the run. You get them in long distances on 2nd and 3rd down. Now, the offense is saying, 3rd and 12, got to tackle for loss on 1st down. Incompletion on 2nd down. Guess what I'm doing on 3rd and 12? I got to pass the ball. And guess what I get to do as a defensive player, one of the best pass rushers in this version of pass rushers, TJ Watt. I get to go get the quarterback. I get to go hit the guy that's passing the ball because I earned that right. And right now, defensively, they're not earning the right to get to the passer because they're not stopping anybody from running the ball right down their throat. That game, that is disrespectful to Pittsburgh Steelers football. And I ain't even got to the offense yet. Because when I watch this offense, and I mean, Anthony, I love football, man. I do. Oh it is a beautiful game when it's done properly, when it's done well. Watching that offense makes my eyes hurt. There is nothing about it that is exciting. There is nothing about it that is innovative. There is nothing, sometimes I watch film, especially when I was coaching, I watch plays. I'm like, ooh, I'm going to put that in my offense. We're going to run that. I don't watch one Pittsburgh Steelers play and say, I'm going to put that play in. It's nothing to excite an offense. And it goes back to Mike Tomlin's quote, is they're not entertained. Mm-hmm. And I'm not entertained, and no one's entertained watching this offense right now.
Everything you said is obviously bang on. But, when I look at this, I don't know if it was preventable, but Anthony and I were talking. This kind of was the start of this segment. It's like Mike Tomlin has just kicked the can down the road for how many years now, just wanting to be, an above 500 team limping in the playoffs because they've gone with the quarterback experiment for 2 years in a row. They had the Russell Wilson, Justin Fields experiment, now the Aaron Rodgers, and you still don't have a quarterback. So next year, the Steelers have nobody. Mm-hmm. I don't even understand what they're doing at this point. The Steelers, the way Mike Tomlin is building this roster, they're not going to be relevant for 10 years.
Yeah, since Ben retired, they've had a few quarterbacks try to take that place. And I think the issue, in my opinion, was you didn't draft anybody to succeed, Ben. You didn't draft a quarterback while he was still your quarterback. Because his last 2 years, Ben Roethlisberger's last 2 years, his arm was really shot. He was struggling. So You didn't draft anyone in that time to be the future of the quarterback position, and then you've just kind of, as you said, rotated guys through. You've had Mason Rudolph, who's starting games and has played now. You've had Duck Hodges, who he God bless him, he was awesome. You had Justin Fields. No, he's with us.
Okay.
He's just not in the NFL. Justin Fields, Russell Wilson. I mean, you've had multiple guys start at that position and not had the success. And your expectation was, I thought Aaron Rodgers was going to have a really good season. I thought last year he played well. He didn't play, especially later in the year when he got more and more healthy from that Achilles injury that he sustained the year before. It
was never the long-term plan, Carey. Like, even if Aaron Rodgers has a good year this year, next year you're still looking for a quarterback.
Well, then you run into an issue of, do you just draft a quarterback just to say you drafted a quarterback? You drafted Kenny Pickett.
No, but how many years?
You drafted Kenny Pickett in the first round.
How many years have been doing this?
You drafted Kenny Pickett in the first round. It didn't pan out. So it really depends on, do you take a quarterback just for the sake of saying we're taking a quarterback, or do you say, when we find that elite quarterback that can make a dramatic shift in what we're doing offensively, then we'll go after him. I don't think they felt like that guy has been there when they had
the next year either.
Maybe not.
No, he ain't going to be.
So you're going to be running it back. Unless you feel like you're going to move up in the draft.
I
don't know, man.
Yeah. We started the whole conversation asking whether or not it's Mike Tomlin's fault. It is, because, one, like you said, he's the leader. But two, the Steelers have been just good enough to get outside of that quarterback, range. But at some point, you got to do what the Rams did and go all the way up and get the guy. Trade future draft picks, things like that. If you love the guy. I don't think it's this. I know.
They're not in the business of trading up in the first round to go.
Yeah, but then they're going to go through a complete rebuild.
That's been their issue. They've always been good enough to get into the playoffs, but not bad enough
to do it on purpose.
Get a higher draft pick.
They remind me of the St. Louis Cardinals. They're just kind of like,
I've said that time and time again.
We're just gonna keep the window open. We're not gonna really win, but we're not gonna tear this thing down.
We're gonna win just enough. Which hurts the organization long term.
Yeah,
I've said that.
It's like kind of keep kicking the can down the road.
The comparison of the St. Louis Cardinals and the Pittsburgh Steelers is so much in line in terms of like championship expectations, not losing enough games to be really bad, but not winning enough games to really make a dent or an impact in what you're doing. So you're kind of stuck in the middle, but you are a championship organization, and your fan base does not expect you to lose, 10 games in a season. Right. They don't expect you to go, 3-13, 3-14. Like that's not Pittsburgh Steelers football. Mm-hmm. You're never supposed to be that bad, but you are supposed to be good enough to win a championship. And right now, they haven't done enough to win that. And I think defensively they have enough players. Those guys just got to make some plays.
We'll wrap up the show next on 101 ESPN. miss anything from today's show, you can always download the podcast, available at 101ESPN.com or on the 101 ESPN Dobbs Star and Auto Center's mobile app. All the podcasts, of course, brought to you by Schaefer Door Company. Time to find out what everybody learned today. Marsh, what'd you learn?
Well, Anthony, I learned that the Jets, according to one Anthony Stalter, they're one of the best teams in the NFL, which means next week the Seattle Seahawks will be the #1 team in the stack-up.
Okay.
What I learned is you guys have very flimsy logic when it comes to the top 10 ranking in the stack-up.
What I learned is it's a good thing we put certain rules in place to avoid the spite of certain individuals. And then when said individual doesn't like the fact that we put in a rule to stop the spite, got even more spiteful.
I learned that Anthony Stalter is completely off his rocker at times. You know, with his NFL stack up. Sorry, the Stalter stack up.
Good thing we changed the name of that, huh? Imagine that.
And we had to change it because if we didn't,
it would behavior.
It would have been stuck. Whatever he said, it's his rules, his game.
Gotta watch him.
Just like he likes it. Only child syndrome.
Yeah,
I know about it.
Nothing to say about only child, right? There's a reason they stopped at one.
Because they found perfection.
Perfect.
That's always the spin. Who are you kidding?
You can join Andrew Marsh this Sunday from noon to 2 at the Horseshoe Casino in St. Louis. Caesars Sportsbook is now live in Missouri, and you can download the only sportsbook app with Caesar rewards and start betting like a Caesar, including an exclusive offer for new users, plus a chance to win an epic trip to Vegas for the big game. Come check it out in person and hang out with Andrew Marsh this Sunday from 9 to noon at Horseshoe St. Louis, located at 999 North 2nd Street in downtown St. Louis. Get details at 101ESPN.com. Must be 21 or older and physically present in Missouri. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Marsh, you want to do some 3 stars? You got some...
Yeah, why don't we do the 3 stars?
All right.
It's time for the Fast Lane's 3 Stars of the Day, presented by Circus Sports. No bet fees ever with the world's largest sports book, now at your fingertips in Illinois and Missouri.
Well, we know one of the rules of the show, anytime Giff Smith is mentioned from 2 to 6 on this show, he becomes a star. Yeah, he is the 3rd star of the day, Giff Smith.
Way to go, Giff Smith.
Giffy.
Yeah, Giffy.
2nd star of the day goes out to the quarter mark of the century. Not the season, but the century, which is 2025. What grade would you guys give 2025? We're almost to 2026.
Oh, wow. From a sports standpoint, a solid F. If I'm being honest. Yeah?
Oh, no, I can't give
Cardinals, Blues.
My team won the World
Falcons. Yeah, F. Although, you know what? CMU had a decent season, so D-.
Yeah. Nice.
Illinois was okay. 8-4. Really good season.
D-.
Okay. B+.
What? B+ for everybody?
D.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
I was like, man, the Dodgers, did they hold that much weight?
Yeah.
That's all it is.
I mean, the
standard
Dodgers,
D, it's a little more D.
It's an upgraded D.
A little more D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. 1st star of the day goes out to Guy Fieri.
He did a hell of a job at Toronto, didn't he?
Yeah.
Tampa Bay.
And Guy Butcher.
Or Tampa Bay.
Guy Fieri.
TT, you know? CD knows.
Yeah, you know, James Ferrier, remember?
Yeah.
That's another thing that I learned. It's actually Potsy, not TT. I don't know where that came
Who the hell TT is? Oh, man.
I don't know.
Good luck tomorrow, Miguel.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm not.
Oh, you're not
I'm
here?
off tomorrow.
Oh, no.
Wow.
Well, he'll have
You had to wait.
Yeah, he's going to have to wait a while.
It's gonna
I call it timeout. I'm freezing the kicker.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he'll miss the ball.
Maybe he'll kick the
ground. Miguel's going to be
just to carry the win, you know? I don't know.
What I said. Hey, Miguel, we were just kidding.
No. All right, so you're only here 2 to 3 on Thursday.
Yeah.
Are you off Friday? Yeah, probably.
I am.
All right. Well, Miguel, you'll have your championship against Jamie Rivers hopefully on Monday.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, eh?
Sorry.
Yeah.
He doesn't know.
Nope, he don't know.
He doesn't know what he's doing right now when he
Well, I
leaves
just
here.
submitted my schedule for the following week to Ryder, and right now they're blending.
It's fine. We'll figure it out. Miguel will have his opportunity to win a Gauntlet
He'll get his
trophy.
chance.
He'll get his shot. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Like Young Wei Koo on a Monday night.
The fact that guy's not cut today is problematic for
He
me.
did what he's supposed to do.
He did.
Really?
He didn't miss it.
He didn't miss it.
He didn't miss the kick.
Yes, hold the damn ball right. You don't need to do it. My kind of guy.
Just kick the damn ball.
Nope.
I mean, Koo you.
Ain't gonna go on my resume.
He is perfect. He's still perfect
Monday
for the
night.
Giants.
Yeah, what actually happened was.
Yikes. All right, that'll do it for us. For Andrew Marsh, for Carey Davis, for Jamie Rivers, I'm Anthony Stalter. Appreciate all of you listening today. See you.